Hello, everybody! 75 stream streak is wild, catnip, and 81 months subscribed. And Dino botted, and I need to clean my glasses desperately. They are dirty. Can you see how smudged they are? I don't know if you can see it on screen, but that is... Oh, that is not good. That is not good. Gonna clean those now. I have been a busy bee this morning, checking things off my list that have needed to get done for ages. I swapped in the new monitor. Yay! I also finally swapped out the dock for my original Switch, out with the dock for the Switch 2. Yay! And like, I bought myself a glasses holder for over there, so when you redeem Switch glasses, I have lots of glasses that I can switch for. My hair looks amazing today. I didn't wash it today. I don't know, but I was on set earlier this week and it was curled on set, so maybe it's still like hair from that. Did I swap in the Area 51? Not yet. That's the one thing that I didn't do today, because once I swap it in, I'm going to have to do all the like Windows setup stuff and downloading all the apps and that kind of stuff. Now, granted, I could do that today on stream. Today's stream could be the swap out the old gaming PC for the new gaming PC. I did make sure that all of the game save files that I want transferred from one PC to the other seem to be backed up via Steam Cloud Save. So that's ready to go. New computers are always wild and hairy. This is why you just swap the SSD. No, I actually don't want to, because there's 2 SSDs in the new PC and they're nicer than what I have in this PC. So I'm excited. Please do it now. Well, here's what I was thinking. Today's stream could either be a playtest of a new game that their playtest ends today called Star Rupture. If we do that, I have extra codes in case anyone in the community, like any of you, want to play with me. There's also Donkey Kong Bonanza. There's also Clair Obscure Expedition 33, which I've been dying to get a little farther in. And there's the PC that needs to be swapped out. So these are the things that I could do. Yes, Krampus says Steam Cloud is great. Not all games support it, so keep that in mind. Yes, I went through every single game that I care about and individually checked if there was Steam Cloud Save and if it was up to date and had no issues. So I went through. You accidentally deleted all your Dark Souls 2 saves. No. See, I see lots of people doing different things. We'll do... And there's also, by the way, we have some game on requests. STS's game on request for Overwatch 2 has been sitting there forever. But I have to play it at some point. And then Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes requires Nate to be free to play the game. And I don't think that's the case today. Am I right in assuming that? Yeah, not today. Once Logan's back in school for the school year, or I have a friend over to play games with, then we'll be able to look into Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, because you need 2 people to play that. You also have a setup to back up your drives to an external regularly. That is very smart. I do cloud backups regularly, all the time. SDS says, I would like to change that to Marvel Rivals. Same game, but better meta. Okay, I can change that. I've only played Marvel Rivals at, like, demos at public events. I've never actually played it on my own. STS, you get to make that call since that was your win. And then also, if we've got Coop Megas or that Yotes fan in chat, check your Twitch DMs, because I'm going to do my, like, monthly mailing of nerdy goodies and headshots and all that really soon. And I don't want to miss you because I don't have your address yet. So check your Twitch whispers and respond back to me if you get a chance. STS, you said Marvel Rivals is like a better Overwatch. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. I just see a game on request from Eardle right now. So today is the last day to put in your game on requests for the month of July. And then either tomorrow or as soon as I get back from... Oh, yeah, I got to update y'all on this. I put the update in the Discord, but in case you missed it, there will be no Sunday stream this weekend because Nate and I are going to take little man on a little getaway before he goes back to school. So we're just doing a little weekend trip, just a couple nights out of the house to relax a little bit before he goes back to school. Tomorrow isn't July. I know, but I don't have a Twitch stream scheduled tomorrow. Moreland. Family adventure hike. Just a little one. Just a little one. But that's why I wanted to make sure, extra sure, I could do a Twitch stream today. Oh, I see Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is on there. You redeemed that before. That's been redeemed a few times, actually. Fitness Dude is redeeming a fit check. Today's fit check is a lazy fit. This is, I've been getting like cable management and work done around my office fit. So it's like nice baggy pants that are very comfy and stretchy and getting stuff done fit. That's what today is. Family fun time. I'm very much so looking forward to. Okay. All right, let me see. Let me get our poll ready for today. New poll. Today is very up in the air. It's almost a wacky Wednesday, but on a Thursday. What should we do today? So I'll put on there, Marvel Rivals is on there. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, DK Bonanza, I should say. Install new PC. I feel like install new PC will be boring, but you know what? I put that in your hands. It's like a lot of downloading and waiting for Windows to set up and stuff like that. I mean, we could just chat through all that, really. Nate just said nobody wants to see that. Somebody does. Or Star Rupture, the Star Rupture playtest. Today's the last day of that playtest, but I have codes to give away for it if anyone else wants to play it with me. All right, so let me go ahead and put that on a 5-minute poll at the top of chat right now. Yes, these are the pants I bought for my India trip. Comfy pants equal best pants. Yeah, they're pretty nice. How did Tales of the Shire go yesterday? It went fine, honestly. I mean, I wouldn't say that it, you know, was the most exciting game I've ever played, but it's meant to be cozy. Like, it's meant to be a very chill, cozy game that you don't rush through. And so if you just want to kind of exist in the Shire and discover things and cook things for new friends, then that's what that's about, for sure.
Let her cook.
That's it. There was a Nintendo Direct earlier. What happened in the Nintendo Direct? It was mostly third-party titles, right? Anything interesting? Dun, dun, dun. Let me answer this email real quick while y'all are answering that poll. Embargoes, plural. ES or just embargo with an S on the end? FS Duke says, I loved your content from Comic-Con, by the way. Thank you. I just posted some red carpet pictures from Comic-Con that I didn't have a chance to post yet. Those are on Instagram today. Embargoes with an E. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. ES. Okay, great. Autocorrect didn't catch it, which makes me think that it can be spelled both ways, but I want to know what it is officially. And again, if Coop Megas or that Yotes fan are watching, respond to your Twitch Whisper today if you want your goodies and headshots and that kind of stuff to go out in this month's mailing. Otherwise, I will hold it over until next month. I try to do them at the end of every month. Thank you, Corgi. That's so nice of you to say. I always feel like on red carpets, I'm a little bit awkward. But I felt like those were like some red carpet images that I wasn't a little bit awkward in. So I was like, you know what? I gotta share these. Did anyone in Hawaii get a tsunami? We got an earthquake earlier today in LA. Did you feel the earthquake? You were out walking though, or in the car, so you wouldn't have felt it. I was here sitting at my desk working, so I definitely felt it. It originally registered as a 4.2, and then I think they scaled it back to like a 3.4 or something. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, we got a LA area, greater LA area is what they call it when it's not exactly in LA proper. We got a greater LA area earthquake this morning, but not like a scary one by any means. Just enough to go, oh, we're having an earthquake. And by the time I was done having that moment with myself, it was done. It was over. The shaking had stopped. Now, I do always wonder, is that going to be the like the precursor to a bigger earthquake? So then I'm kind of on the watch for the next hour or two, but luckily it was not. Hi, Islander. How are you? Okay, so yeah, double checking my Tales of the Shire cloud status is up to date. So is Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. So is... I don't need that installed anymore. Primal Planet is what won. Primal Planet won on the last Gong Show where he is coming. I'm a little surprised. But yes, my Split Fiction Cloud save is up to date. My Clear Obscure Expedition 33 Cloud save is up to date. Well, it's not a PC build. It's a PC install. Different. Have I found the ale that comes in pints yet? Ha 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 ha. Yes, install new PC is definitely the fan favorite right now, followed by DK Bonanza. All right, we're putting in the new PC, it looks like. So that's going to be a lot of me on the floor under my desk. So I'll be using the secondary camera for you to see that happen. I do want to show you, before we do that the new monitor's installed. Ah! You can see the new monitor. Heyo! So look how pretty she is with like the navy base. Here, I'll move this out of the way. Yay! Streamception! So I did get that done today. And I'm very excited about it. It looks beautiful. And now like my desk is a little, I was able to like dust it all. Now the cable management is still a hot mess. But the cable management is still a hot mess because I knew I was going to do the PC soon anyway, and then I have to take it all apart again for that. TJ, that button is one of our channel point redemptions, believe it or not. Howdy, Johnson. I like all those emotes, by the way. Very fun. But yeah, I like the new monitor is here thanks to Alienware, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And now everything's nice and clean in my setup, and I'm here for that. Thank you, Frequency Punch. Here, Atomic Doc just redeemed it.
Good.
There it is. Atomic Doc. That was for you. You redeemed the button. So ridiculous. Whirlin, thank you for the hydrate reminder. Yeah, we get silly here on this Twitch channel sometimes. But here, just to show everybody if I swap to this camera. This is the gaming PC that's currently on and being used in my setup. And we're going to try to swap it out with the Area 51. Now, here's some things that, like, casually I'm a little concerned about. I don't know why it doesn't want to stay there. Hold on. Here's some things I'm a little concerned about. So, you can see right now, the PC is, like, on a little riser so that it's not directly on the floor, just in case it, like, needs to vent out below. I definitely won't have the height to use the little riser with the new PC and still make it under this desk. Does the room glow when I turn off the lights? Yes, but nobody sleeps in this room. I know this is so pretty. I'm sad to say goodbye to it, honestly. I like it. But here, this is the dongle for the wireless controller that I use a lot. So we'll take that out of it. And this one is the dongle for... Oh, this is the dongle for the Razer butt rumble pad that I was testing out ages ago. Well, that doesn't need to be in there anymore. The Razer Freya, or Freysia, that thing's called. Well, that doesn't need to be in there anymore. But yeah, this will be the PC that's getting replaced. So sad. Did I update my UPS yet or replace it with new batteries? No. No, I did not. Aren't you? I thought you were only supposed to replace the batteries like every 3 years. It's not 3 years old yet. Are you supposed to do it every year? That would be annoying. I hope not. Because that would be so far down the priority list right now. Yeah, about every 3 years. I haven't had these UPSs 3 years yet. I don't think so, at least. That would be wild. I mean, I know time flies really fast, but that would be absolutely out of control. Or when they fail. Yeah, they're not failing yet. So, the new PC, to move it in here. Yeah, I'll shut down this PC right now. Okay. Shutting down, shutting down. Okay, shutting down the gaming PC. Aww. So sad. There she goes. Look, now you can see. She is shut down. So sad. Hi, Classy. How are you, my friend? All right, I'm gonna... Boop. Here I go. I am down here. So, on this riser, I'm gonna pull it out, disconnect all the stuff. Why did I kill the unicorn? Says Classy, because I have a new PC to install. But you know what? Before I take this out and unplug all the things, I am going to get a measuring tape and just make sure that size-wise, from the bottom of my desk to the floor, will actually fit the new PC. Because it is absolutely gigantic. So let me go get that. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. I know I'm gonna have to make a hole in the floor. Okay. So the size, the distance from here to here is 25 inches. Now let me go measure this bad boy out in the hallway. Oh, it's like 23 inches. It's like 23 inches, so it looks like it will fit, but just barely, and definitely not with that riser. Oh, okay. All right, we're doing the thing. So let me get this up off of here. You know, it's not fun when you're real little to get this stuff done.
I'd say it's a lot easier.
Well, it's easier to fit under the desk. It's not easier to, like, gun show, lift it all.
Well, I can lift it. Do you need me to lift it?
Not right now, thank you, because I'm moving it very little bits. Oh, look at how dusty and dirty my pants are now. Gross. They're going to be so much worse. Okay. Oh, so sad. I mean, she needed a good cleaning anyway. So Catnip Ninja wants to know, what are the plans for the old PC? I have to keep one backup in the house at all times, just in case something dies and I need to go back to the backup. And then, yeah, besides the backup computer, it either becomes Nate's computer, or if we have local friends in need, we'll gift to a friend in need. Or also, if there's places that you can donate old tech to, like local children's hospitals will sometimes take gaming tech, then that's a good solution as well. Okay. I'd love to be able to, like, gift it to the community, but the shipping alone would be so much money. All right. So, I'm going to unplug. Woof. All right, there's the power plug is now unplugged. That is a massive power plug, too. The excitement is real. Y'all, I am going to be so covered in dust by the time this is done. Here, let me see if I can tilt this so you can at least, like, see what I'm doing a little more. Oof. So, yes, I know the cable management's a nightmare. I know. Judge all you want. So, don't need this. This is actually the back side of this PC. It just magnets on here to cover all that, but it was under my desk. No one could see it anyway. Not worried about that. Yeah, my black pants will end up matching my gray shirt. You know how it is. I will just be a dust bunny. The power is not just a standard plug, believe it or not. Oh, this is my Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna. So let's take that off here. Why cover the beauty of the cables? Well, if I was going to put this up there where you can see it, that would have been the side I needed to cover. So, okay. So there is our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna going over here. Let's unplug. Here, what are these other random miscellaneous plugs? This is for my Alienware mouse, so that's going to have to go in the new PC. Okay, plugs that are going on the new PC are going to sit right over here. Plugs that are going with the old PC are going to go over there. This one is, I'll show you what the power plug looks like when I get it fully out of here. This one is the display port and the HDMI. Both of these are needed for the way that I capture the game through my capture card. So these will still need to be used for the new PC, for surezies. Okay. And then we've got the wired Ethernet, if I can get it out of here. What are these? Oh, these are my keyboard. Okay, those are still needed. Wired Ethernet, if I can jiggle it out. There we go. You're assuming HDMI runs for the capture card. DP is just better. When you do a 2 PC streaming setup, you want to set the HDMI to the capture card and the display port to your monitor rather than using the HDMI pass-through. It just works better for a 2PC setup. For any other console, you want to use the HDMI pass-through on your capture card. It just is how it is. That's what Elgato suggests, and I have found it to be true as well. All right, these two things, I legit don't know what they are. Oh, one of these is a microphone for the gaming PC, so that if I'm playing games that have in-game chat, I can still have in-game chat through the gaming PC. And the other one of these, I have no idea what it is. What is this? It is cable managed. Everything's like cable managed to... this is the USB power hub in the gaming monitor. Okay. All right. So I'm trying to untangle all these things. They will all go in the new PC. Okie dokie sauce. Chair out of my way, home slice. Ooh, dirty pants. Dirty, dusty pants everywhere. PC is naked now. All right, husbando.
Yeah.
If the offer is still there to help move heavy things, I will take it.
Yeah. What do you need me to do?
We're going to move this one out into the landing, and then we're going to move the new big bad one into this position.
Do you still need that stand?
No, we're going to take the stand out.
Okay. Do you want me to grab the stand and the computer?
No, just grab the computer, unless you think it's easier to grab with the stand.
That's all right.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, it's dusty, I know. Okay, stand is out of here. I know, it's gross. Yeah, this was the power cable. This thing is an absolute beast. So let me get...
Ready for the big dog?
Okay, almost ready for the big dog. Hold on.
You want to do any cleaning back there or anything?
Define any cleaning.
I just didn't know if you wanted like vacuum or...
Do I want to vacuum around all these electronics? Definitely not.
Alright.
Okay, but yeah, look at this bad boy. That's not like a regular plug. This is like a Who mama. Okay. So that's for that. Now, let me just make sure this is everything for my capture card. Just want to make sure all my cables that need to be routed here are routed here. That can go all the way back there. Push that back there. These are all. See, now ideally, I'd want all of these to run back behind the PC, like back there. And I do have a plastic mat down, by the way. I do have a plastic mat down. Let's see. So the only ones I think that might not go all the way around is that, but everything else should. So I'm hopeful that the PC will be able to slide right in there at a diagonal and still work out. Oh, look how dirty my pants are. It's the worst. It's the worst. But yes, this is my little HDMI switcher for the capture card. By the way, everyone. And I have 3 different UPSs under here. This one predominantly runs the streaming PC and everything associated with that. That one back in the corner right here predominantly runs the gaming PC and everything associated with that. And then I have a third one just over here on the other side of the Xbox that runs all the networking equipment. So that if power goes out, we can run the networking equipment and still have internet in the house for as long as possible. Okay. But yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I guess I could get like a little vacuum. I just don't want to run like a big push vacuum that's going to make a lot of static electricity under here. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Here, I'm just going to get a paper towel and wipe this up at least. Okay. We got a damp paper towel. To get so many so much dust bunnies. Nate's over here like so grossed out, by the way. Oh yeah. Okay, looking better. Looking back. And that's without a cat or a dog. No, I can't blame my child for shedding. So that is without a cat or a dog. Okay, but I think now we should be ready. I think now we should be. So long, dust bunnies. Not allowed here anymore. All right, can we get the big dog in here now? This one, ironically, even though this new PC is so much larger, it takes a regular size power cable, unlike the one we just took out. So let me get this. Come on. So this is the power cable for the new PC. As you can see, just a regular old plug. That is a shocking difference. I know. I know.
Shocking.
Okay, so let me get this now plugged in to here. Make sure I'm plugging it into the battery backup portion. I can't see very well. And I have my glasses on. Okay, I'm gonna need my phone. Where is Donde está phone? Right here. Okay. Okay, let's do a picture, and then I can zoom in to see it. Is this like an older person, my vision is going life hack or what? So, now let's see. Yes, that is the battery backup. Huzzah! Also, yeah, this is the part that's easier when you're small. Is actually getting underneath all the stuff. Okay. Oh, it was right there. Look, I don't need this super long power cable. So, because of that, to help with some light cable management, let's get a Velcro zippy. For right now, and get at least some of this under control. Okay. Ooh, this is a big one. Come on. All right, now that's at least a little bit more in check. See, I promise I do some light cable management. Velcro, just trim it, you know. You'd be hitting your head under the desk for sure. Oh, I have definitely hit my head on this more than once, but I'm trying to not do that today. So yeah, the way that this mat is set up, I have a plastic mat that it's going to go on. There is a little patch of carpet that the back of the PC will still be exposed to. But for the most part, it will be on this mat. Okay. Let me just check. Oh, are we getting a raid right now? Hold up. Anton Online is raiding. Or Ant Online. Ant Online! online. Hello, welcome Raiders. Welcome to a very bizarre stream. I'm actually installing my new gaming PC right now. And so I'm spending a lot of the stream under the desk and covered in dust bunnies. Welcome. Thank you for the raid. Ant Online, thank you so much for trusting your community here. Folks, if you want to go follow Ant Online, please go do that. You were playing The Sims 4. Oh, I miss The Sims. When I get this new gaming PC up and running, I will definitely install The Sims 4 on it just for you. Welcome, everybody. For those of you who I don't know, my name's Trisha Hershberger. I normally talk about tech and video games and like toys and collectibles and fun geeky stuff for a living. And on the days I'm not on set doing that, like doing that kind of hosting and reporting, then you'll find me here on Twitch being silly. And that's what we're doing today. So let me try to get this camera so it doesn't fall all the way down. But here is the part under my desk where I am installing the new PC. We have removed the old PC at this point and are still going strong. And I don't know why this does not want to stay. Sorry. Hello, silly streaming person. It's true. It's true. Here, let me just get us. Yeah, it's just, it wants to do that. That's not fun. What are you doing, my camera? What are you doing? Sorry, I'm probably making everybody really dizzy right now. I'm going to go back to, hi, that's my normal camera. As opposed to this wacky and wild thing we got going on down here. I don't know why it wants to fall. Let's see if that's any better. Okay, that's a little bit better. It's still kind of sideways. I'd rather it wasn't so sideways, but you get the idea. Are the dragons 3D? Yes, they are. These dragons back here. Yeah, they're made out of paper, actually, these little guys. So you can see their little wings flap and stuff. You can buy them on Etsy for like 10 bucks. They're great. Twitch TV is filmed before a live studio audience. It's true. It's true. All right, let me see something really quick. Let me look at this really quick. Don't mind me. Just checking some footage on my phone. We're multitasking today. It's a multitasking stream. Let me see. Works for me. All right. Okay, got it. Done. Woo! I'm just hobbiting on the floor. In fact, I am a floor dweller. Like, as someone that's 5'0", I do that a lot. Okay. All right, I think we're finally ready for the big dog.
That's my cue.
Yeah, let's do it. So this goes over here. Yeah, I think we're finally ready for the big dog. Thanks, husband. This thing is so large. So not all the way in, because I'm still going to have to hook up all the things.
Is that a good spot?
That's perfect. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I love the alien head. This is my brand new Alienware PC that Alienware was nice enough to send me. It's their Area 51, and it is an absolute beast. It's larger than me. Yes, this thing is huge. Facts. Absolute facts, my friends. Oh, here, party balloons for the Raiders, because we forgot earlier, and I want to make sure that we had them. There we go. Will it need felt sliders on the bottom? No, I don't think so, because it's on my plastic mat. Here we go. So, for the side angle here, everybody. Yeah, this thing is so big. Yeah, we're going to start plugging everything in. I'm actually going to move it in just a little bit farther, because it's not all the way on the mat yet. Woof. Hopefully it doesn't sound like an airplane on takeoff. I hope not. Okay. All right. So now we're just going to start plugging in the things that need to be plugged in. So I'm going to plug in power last, I think. because now that I have cable management, like I have to get the PC further back in there. You know what? I think I'm just going to do this. Tiny people things. Okay. So now I'm back here. And as long as I'm not sitting on stuff, I should be able to plug all this back in. So let's see what we've got. Lots of display ports, only one HDMI. I'm going to put an HDMI here. I am going to put my keyboard. It takes 2 keyboard plugs for this gaming keyboard. I'm going to put those right here. So many USB-C ports back here. I freaking love it. Okay. I've got all of these. Get to go here. Now here is my display port. I'm going to put that right there. We've got more USB. Ooh, 5 gigabits per second, excuse me. For if I've got like a real big dog, I have to plug in back here. Let's put this in. Putting this in, excuse me. Yes. And this right here. Now this I have to wind up. This shouldn't have fallen down from the top of my desk, but it did. This is the magnetic dongle that charges my wireless gaming mouse. So I'm going to fit that right back up here. Please stay up there and do your thing. And then that will go. Comes with its own little cable management jobby too. All right. Okay, that all looks good. Let's plug in the wired internet. Is here. Okay. Now I'm actually going to use, so the gaming mouse has this little like flap here for cable management, and I think I'm going to use it just to like pull all of these together for the time being, because it just has its own little hook, and it makes me feel better that everything is at least somewhat organized in the back here. Now, I do see that there's probably an antenna I need to hook up here, and I need to go find where that is. Oh, did I trap myself in here now? Oh man, how am I going to get out of here? Oh no.
That's where you live.
This is where I live
Do you
now.
need me to move it?
This is where
I can pull it out.
Nope, this is where I live now.
What if you tear out some of those cords? Why don't you just let me pull it out a little?
No. I got it. Hold on. Okay. Actually, before I get out of here, oh, you don't know what I'm looking for.
You butt.
Hold on, I can do it. I can't get out of here. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Oh, did it. Woo! Did it. Okay, let me try to go find the other part of this. All right, hold up. Got it. Push the victory button. Did you know you needed to be part contortionist to do this? Would be hilarious if I forgot my phone back there. Maybe I did. I don't know. I gotta get back in there anyway, probably.
Get back in their hole.
Get back in your hole. Go to your home.
You have returned.
Okay, alright. Mighty Q says, can agree that being petite can be an advantage sometimes when it comes to working under your desk. Okay, so is Trish playing Cable Management, the game that's sweeping the nation? Trish is also playing Install her new Alienware PC. Okay, so let me get under here, and then this is gonna have to go. This is not very long to go up on my desk. Like, this barely gets it to the top of your PC. That's not ideal. Now, does it say one has to be in? It does not. So I'm just going to screw these in. Now, I do have it plugged in, wired, so it's not super needed that I have this in, but I will want the Bluetooth. So let's get this Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antenna in there. Okay. Also, my capture card is currently wigging out. Okay, now I will need your help again, babe. Okay, well, maybe not. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's going in. Oh, it fits underneath. Look, I measured just barely. We just barely got the clearance here. For right now, I'm just going to set this on top. We're going to push a little further back. It is tight, I know. Now I got to plug in the power and then continue getting it all the way back. Okay. Power. Oh boy. Well, I didn't mean to hit whatever the on button was back there. I guess I didn't. I guess it just does that when you first plug it in. Holy cow. Okay.
Is it going to push it enough that you can actually go to your desk?
Well, the hard part is the mat doesn't go all the way back. So there's like a little bit of carpet I have to get it past, which is going to be the most difficult part.
Like, you need to push it?
To push it over the carpet?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah, like I still want to move it another like 6 inches, but
it
slides pretty well on this mat. It doesn't necessarily slide super well once we get it on the carpet. So, here we go. Okay, that is Nate, the voice of God right now. I mean, maybe.
I'm feeling very godly.
So let's see. So it's stuck now on, I have to figure out what it's stuck on. Yeah. So let's see if I can do just a gentle little tilt-a-roo. Nope. To get this little mat underneath it. I'm like, is that the farthest it's going to go in? No, we can get it farther than that because this still sticks out pretty far. I'm not in love with how far that sticks out. Or I could actually maybe move it in a little farther there. Okay. Now we fine tune the positioning. Okay. How about this side? It's just a little wiggle at a time. Okay, that's as far as it's going to go back in there if I keep it diagonal, which might work. I have tiny legs, so like I could just put my chair in there. I know I could make it parallel to the UPS, or perpendicular, you mean. Am I building a mini room under the desk? This is so ridiculously massive. Yeah. So if I move my HDMI switch, which is having a total knip right now, I'm just going to unplug it so it can like stop wigging out. If I move that and push this, let's see, like more this way. So instead of being diagonal, it's like to that side, that could work. But this switch, I don't know if it's going to go that far for me because of where all of the HDMI cables are and such. It might. And then if I do that, I also have to move where my headsets are mounted because my headsets are currently mounted right here. Come on, headsets. Okay, let's move the headset mounting. Now, what's that plugged into? Lordy only knows. I could just move the headset mounting right over. Oh, that's strong, Lord. I'm gonna be so sweaty. How do I get that to unlatch? Is there a button? Here. I thought this just, yeah, it just comes down like that. Okay. There we go. Here. Nice. Okay, all of that headset cabling is very in my way right now. And I don't want it to be, cannot be unplugged. Yes. Okay. Untangling cables back here. Now, see, I have two headsets under here because the wired is a backup in case I go to use the wireless and it's like out of batteries or something. What was that plugged into? Me every time I try cable management. Sorry, I got distracted. I do appreciate your stretch. I will need it after all this. I am going to plug back in the HDMI switch just so I know that that's where that cable went. Now, okay. I hope I didn't like destroy my HDMI switch in this process because it shouldn't be blinking like that. My hair is pretty long, yeah. Okay. Like, what is causing it to freak out? Did something come partially unplugged? I'm gonna try making sure all these are plugged in tight. All right, well, let's get the PC up and working, and then I'll play with the switch. Okay. I'm going under the desk again. This has to go up over here. And you can't really see where it is on top of the desk right now, but hopefully that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. I can fix that like here. Okay, that's good. Oh. The perks of being 5'0". Yeah. Now this is a lot of stuff crammed under here, so we'll have to see. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with that. All right, I'm turning on the PC. All right, now the lights on this are fixed. Now that the PC's on. This thing is so big. All right, the monitor, it's booting up. It's so big. Like here, if I sit right next to it, this is me sitting right next to it. It's up to like my cheek. It says Trisha Hershberger, welcome. Almost done setting up my PC. No. I'll continue. Skip that, please. No, I don't want that. I have to add my Microsoft account. Okay, I'm going to switch it back to the other camera for right now. Woof. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Approve sign-in request on my phone. Mm-hmm. Use your phone from your PC. Yeah, but I don't need to set that up right now. I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, now we need to reject all the helpful value-added software. You know how it is. Although when I'm setting up devices for review, I set them up entirely different than when I'm setting them up for my own use. Okay. Windows file backup. No, only save files to this PC, please. No Microsoft 365 for me. I don't want it. I am aware I can use it for free. Thank you. I'm all set. Okay. Now I'm going to have to go in and like change my desktop picture and all of that. Yeah, first install your web browsers. Exactly. Well, this is all the... Here, let me get my chair back in. Woo! All right. So here we go, fam. Ooh, the Area 51. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay.
You weren't supposed to photograph Area 51.
I wasn't supposed to, what?
Photograph Area 51.
Different Area 51.
Hello.
Whew. Looks like a mini fridge. I know, it's so big. It's so large. Okay. Now let's see. This is going to be a real... Can I show you what the desktop looks like? I mean, it just looks like a desktop with a random Windows thing on it, but let's see. No, not that. Ha ha! It works! First try. Boom! We're in! Alright, well that makes me happy. I didn't completely muck everything up in my setup. Okay, now let's go ahead and download a different browser. Oh yeah, I do have a video of me unboxing this PC. Downloading Chrome now. Open file, yes please. Close that out. Doing the thing. You don't use Edge? Said no one ever. Okay, so that is doing its thing. I don't need the shortcut here. Type. Type. Verify. Everybody use two-factor. Okay, it's very important. Okay, not that one. This one. Let me try this one. I've got too many. I switch phones too often for these authenticator apps. Honestly. Okay. Oh, this is not how I've had to find this before. There we go. Found that. When my keyboard changes color, it slightly shifts the color of the blue wall behind me. What, here? Oh, it might be because it's on auto white balance. Okay, here we go. No, come on, number lock, do your thing. Boom. Set as my default browser. For all of these things, please. I don't like that Windows makes you go in and like, yep, for PDFs too. All of it, please. All of it, please. Just changing us all to what I need it to be. Thank you. Slowly going through and getting that. That's what I was like, this is the part of the stream that'll be really boring. Okay, great. Default browser set. Enhanced privacy, yes. Boom, boom. All my browser extensions. Yes, please and thank you. Okay. Now let's do download Steam. Steam is always the first thing I download. Store.steampowered.com. Get me in there. Install Steam. Yes. Sprinkles the Dragon Cat is being clippy for me. Thank you. Oh. Yep, browser, then Steam. Exactly, FS Duke. Get Steam loaded up on here, English. Now let's see. I think I want Steam on the C drive. Yeah, I do. Okay, it's updating Steam, putting it on here. Let's look at, as these things are all downloading, let's see, I'm going to need Steam. I'm going to need the Ubisoft launcher, the Blizzard launcher, Epic Games, Discord. Okay, downloading that. Here is Steam. I'm going to sign in with a QR code. Sign me in, sign me in, sign into Steam. Thank you. Oh, Faith Makes a Way. That does sound useful. Did I get a 3-month Game Pass with this? I don't know. I don't think so. It hasn't popped up, but I probably also haven't downloaded the Xbox app yet. Let's see if it's already on here. If it is, it needs to be updated, I'm sure. Aw, the background for the Xbox app is grounded too. That makes my heart happy. Sign in with my Microsoft account. Yes, please, to the Xbox app. Yep, that's perfect. Thank you so much. I do a lot of Game Pass gaming, so that's very important for me. Okay, we did it. We did the thing. I don't need any of that right now. Launch Xbox when I start my computer. No, thank you. Unclose, minimize the app to the tray. No, thank you. I'll start it up when I'm ready for it. Woo! Oh, it says this device includes PC Game Pass. All right, maybe I did get a couple free months. Sorry, I got distracted. Thank you for the hydrate. And don't forget to stretch after being a floor dweller. Indeed. Oh, give me 1 month of PC Game Pass. I don't want that. That's included with my device. But I don't want that because I always get Game Pass Ultimate. And I'm happy with that. Okay. Now I need to look at my library and see. I do want to download this to this PC. Blueprints. Install blueprints. Yes, please. Now, I do have... Let's look at the different places I could install this to. On this PC, it looks like it has a 2 terabyte C drive. Oh, so I could put another M.2 in it if I wanted to. Well. For right now, I'll install that. Okay, let me do my stretching while things are installing. Woo! Got her done! New PC is in. Beauteous. Love it. I'm excited to run Clair Obscura on this baby. This is going to be awesome. And this is the dongle for my gaming mouse. Perfect. It is downloading everything very slowly. But it's probably because I'm doing too much at the same time. Let's also get that Epic installer up and running. I should probably run some Windows updates. You know how it is. Control and Cyberpunk 2077 are also very pretty benchmark games. They are. They definitely are. Okay, let me get Blizzard. Bye to Mighty Q. Download Battle.net. Yes, please. Battle.net set up. The Epic Games Launcher Setup Wizard ended prematurely. Oh no. Okay, so we still got to try that. Let's try Blizzard, see if that does any better for us right now. This is what happens when you multitask too much. Yeah, I can show you all the different specs that are in here. And I actually need to change the specs command now in the Twitch chat. Sticky Notes is updating. I do use that all the time. I don't want to launch Battle.net when I start my computer. Thank you, though. Have I ever played the Sims games? Oh, yeah, I love Sims games. My whole Twitch channel started with Sims streams, actually. Okay, I can reinstall these Xbox games like overnight or something. I'll just close that down for right now. Battle.net, I don't need to log into you right now. I just need to know that you're there. Steam, it's still loading user data. That is intense. Okay, let's get that Ubisoft launcher as well. Okay. Sticky notes are up and running. It made me think of that because sticky notes is one of the things that I pin to my taskbar because I use it a lot to like write down random thoughts. But yes, the specs on this PC that I've written down before, it has an Intel Core 9 Ultra and an RTX 5090 in it. This thing is a beast. It has a 2 terabyte NVMe, which is what I'm installing everything to right now, and 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM. This thing is out of control. It is out of control. Thank you, Alienware. You're way too nice to me. Intense. Okay. Oh, and it changed the background picture to some weird bird. I don't want that. I'm gonna have to change what's up. Ah, this is gonna be interesting too. I need mirrored these two displays, please. Duplicate these displays and then display settings. That one. Keep changes and then personalize. I don't want this weird bird thing. I want my same picture from my honeymoon that I've had forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Let's do... Okay. This one, desktop wallpaper. Set as desktop background. Yay, that's better. That's more like it. Okay. BattleNet is set up. Origin is set up. The G-Round launcher, I don't need that. Okay, that is all good. That is fine. I can unpin Edge from taskbar. I mean, we might still have time to play a game today. That went much faster than I thought it was going to. You're saying we should name the PC Bruce like a shark because it's a large shark? I don't need a new picture, Dante. I like my honeymoon. Okay, I'm sure I will think of other things to download soon, but let's do... Oh, Windows updates. Yeah. Make sure to keep your device on and up to date. Okay, so we're downloading updates right now. That's also part of why it's going so slow. So many updates to download. I can fit in the new Alienware box. I actually have an Instagram video about it. The joys of configuring a new PC. I know, I said it wouldn't be the most exciting thing. Okay, if I go in Steam, though, it still says loading user data. Does it really take that long to sign into Steam? Come on. It's because it's doing too many things. Oh, well, we're just chatting stream until it's fixed. While it's doing what it needs to do. But yeah, everything looks pretty good. Let's see what's going on with Windows security. That's all good. Does it have Alienware Command Center? It does. Let's see what that looks like. That probably needs an update too. Alienware Command Center will let me change the RGB if I want to. And it also lets me monitor performance. And it automatically recognized that I have an Alienware keyboard and mouse and monitor. And so I can control the lighting for all of those through it too. I'm going to put it on performance mode. Rather than balanced mode, because I'm going to leave it plugged in all the time. And I'll just keep everything on. No, I don't want everything on static default blue. I like rainbow. Spectrum. Oh, that's a breathy spectrum, though. Single color wave. Can we do a rainbow color wave? Color is just one color. There it is. Rainbow wave. Ha ha ha. That's what I like. Okay. Static default blue. Now there's no rainbow wave for the mouse, so I'll just put that on pulse, morph. Morph from hot pink to teal. That sounds good to me. Let's see. Does the PG Twitch need an update for gaming PC? I don't know what that means. Oh, my Twitch specs does. My specs command does, if that's what you mean. Okay, I'm going to make the computer rainbow wave under the desk. Oh, yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, I'll leave that all right there. Can you see the rainbow wave? Yes, here. Ooh, ah. I like the unicorn vomit lights, okay? They're not for everybody, but I like them. Some people will probably think it looked better with all just the teal blue color. That's what I like. I like the rainbow. It makes my heart happy. I can go into the BIOS and check to make sure XMP is enabled. But let me see. In my system. Woo! Okay, we just launched into Steam finally. Took a very long time, but we did it. So let me make sure that we download. I'm going to go by recent. I will re-download for sure Clair Obscure Expedition 33. That needs to be downloaded. It is downloading so fast. That's wild. Let's see. Freakinite, hello, welcome. All these lights. Let's see what's up with my device manager. Everything looks good there. How about task manager? If I look at my memory, I mean, it's running at 6,400 megatransfers per second right now. I am definitely not mad at that. Is this a DIY in 5 episode? No. Okay, let's get... There we go. We're downloading that again. Yeah, 6,400 is solid. This thing is a beast. This is by far and away the nicest computer I've ever had, for sure. Okay, let's try the Ubisoft Connect installer. Yes. English, accept. Great. I don't need to run it right now, but thank you. Okay. That all looks good. Epic we can try again. That installer didn't work before. FS Duke says, have you usually done pre-build or custom builds? A little of column A and a little of column B. Yeah, a little bit of both. But I feel very fortunate that I am able to update as often as I can thanks to my different hardware partners. Yeah, the Epic Games Launcher setup wizard ended prematurely again because of an error, it says. Maybe I need to, like, finish the Windows updates first, and then I can do something with that. All right, well, that's something I'm going to have to work on. All right, let's change our specs command. Let me get Nightbot up in here. Twitch is like, wait, what are you doing? Yes, I'm logging in on a new device. Speaking of Clair Obscur, people have been saying that one of the themes in that game is familiar to the Route 1 theme from Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Interesting. I'd have to hear them right next to each other. All right, so let me go ahead and change our specs command. Edit. Okay. So that's the streaming rig. Now let's talk about the gaming rig. So it's the, instead of the Alienware Aurora R15, it's now the Alienware Area 51. And it has, let's get all of our stuff. Intel Core Ultra 9 285K. It's got an Nvidia GeForce RTX 5090. 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, 2 terabyte SSD. And then I say, thank you to Alienware for my amazing gaming rig and AMD for helping me put together my streaming build. That is perfect. Okay, update. The specs command is now fixed. Yeah, it's an Area 51. It's an absolute beast. Oh, Geeky Heart's here. Yay! Geeky Heart. The first part of today's stream, I put in the new PC. Here, look. Ooh, the Area 51 is now, it barely fits. But I got it in. I'm so excited. She's so pretty. I know. I know. So now the specs command is fixed on the channel. I know, of course I put on Rainbow Wave because that's how I roll, okay? Clair Obscure is downloading. All my Windows updates are downloading. So many. So many downloads are happening at the same time. This PC is a beast. Good thing it's an Area 52. It's not an Area 52 because that would be too big. But yeah, for me it's always browser and then it's all my games. Yep, specs are updated now. It's great. I'm excited. Here, I gotta take my little dongle for my controller and pop that in. I'm amazed at how many ports it has on the front and how many USB-Cs are on the back, honestly. Pretty epic. Okay, got that in there. So now when I need to play with the gaming controller, it's hooked up and ready to go. Let's see. Okay. Looking good. Matt Mania says, you went swimming in a 25-meter public pool and swam an hour of laps without stopping. That's wild. Good for you. Astro Banshee spent almost an hour in Best Buy trying to figure out a new streaming laptop, but none of them, except the $1,000 plus ones, had enough ports. Yeah, getting a laptop to stream from is going to be tricky. Now, if it just has one USB-A port or USB-C port, but it's a good one, you could buy a hub to go with it. I've done that before for streaming on the go. That might be a less expensive way to go, but you're going to want a pretty nice hub. For sure. Oh, yay, my office is like finally set up the way I want it to be. I've been wanting it to be set up nice for a while. Thank you all for voting for us to do this today. Here, let me grab. I was charging this controller. This can sit right over here. You're trying to save up for a new PC? I get it. Yeah, Nate did think no one was going to vote for this. True. Well, because I guess putting it in, like, under the desk and plugging everything in was more interesting than the, like, now we just wait for everything to download and update. Which is not always the most fun. Your laptop's now Windows 11 compatible? Yeah. TJ, that is first world problems, but also I feel you. I get it. I get it. You already have to get an Ethernet adapter for the streaming laptop, but first I have to see if Cox is throttling my uploads. I mean, they might be. Streaming from a laptop is okay. I've had good experiences and not so great experiences streaming from a laptop. Although Maud Garrett streamed from her laptop for years. Geeky Heart says, I think people like to see computer setup videos and learn what you uninstall and install right away and what settings you use to optimize to play what you like. That's true. So yeah, I put in Battle.net, Steam, Ubisoft Connect, Epic Games Launcher, didn't fully download, now, and the Xbox app, and the Alienware Command Center to adjust my lighting. And now I'm doing all the Windows updates. And we made sure that the RAM was running at the speed we wanted it to be. You're saying for upgrading to Windows 11, you think you can bypass the TPM requirements as just not recommended or supported. Yeah. Catnip says, classy streams are great, but she could definitely use an upgrade. I hear you. Your streaming laptop's been working fine, but recently you've been having issues with gray or pixelated streams. Interesting. Okay. Might be like an HDR setting or something like that. I don't know. I do not know. Both my Alienware laptops are sadly kaput right now. But I just talked to the Alienware Hive this morning, and they're going to see what they can do about helping me get them fixed, which is great. So my Alienware X14 that I bring with me everywhere, the first day of San Diego Comic-Con, I went to turn it on and it wouldn't boot up. And I was like, no, I have so much content I have to make this week. What? And then I was rolling without a laptop. But the good news is I was adaptable. I mean, that laptop is years old at this point. But they don't make it anymore. Alienware doesn't make it anymore, so it's not like I can get a new one. So I just need to get it fixed, or I just don't have it anymore. But yeah, it wouldn't boot up, and I was very sad. So I ended up at Comic-Con doing all of my content from my phone and like uploading all my footage from my camera from my phone, which was wild and took way longer than it should have. But I made it happen, which is great. And then... Yeah, no, I did not think it was haunted, for sure. Yeah, Geeky says, I'm sure the team can help you get that fixed. So that's what we're working on right now. The team's awesome. The Alienware support team is so incredible. So that's for my Alienware X14 that just won't boot up anymore, and I'm very sad face about it because the 14 is the smaller laptop, and I love bringing that with me on work trips because I am 5'0", and most gaming PCs are massive. So having the option to have a 14-inch PC, like laptop that can still run my games and get all my stuff done in like a nice light package is amazing. So I really want to get that 14 fixed. And then my Alienware X16, which is like my powerhouse Alienware laptop. A friend of mine asked if he could borrow it for a work trip, and when he brought it back, it was physically damaged. And I'm trying to be a big girl about it, but I'm very sad. I'm very sad. So that's Geeky Heart. So both my laptops, which I treat like absolute gold, I take such good care of them. They are my babies. So my X14, I think it's been many, many years, and it had its time. And that's probably why that needs to be fixed. But the X16 being so new and being like physically damaged, I don't even know if that can be fixed. So I am brokenhearted about that. I'm not going to lie. But again, shout out Tom from the Alienware Hive team. Tom was like, let me see what I can do. We're going to try to get both of these fixed for you. And I was like, you're my best friend. Thank you. Because again, my Alienwares are my babies. They are my babies. Like, I legitimately treat them around this house. Like, there's, like, Logan and my Alienware PCs. Like, Nate looked at my face when I told him. And he knows me super well, so I didn't even have to say anything else other than what happened. Well, Nate doesn't need me to take care of him. That was the things I take care of list. Nate and I together take care of lots of things. He's an adult human. It's true. Yes. I care about him very deeply, but yeah, I don't need to like baby him. But yeah, right now I have two beautiful laptops that are in some state of sickness, and I'm very sad about it. Ooh, top Clipper badge, Catnip. That's nice. Kanzia says, do you care enough to buy him a new gaming chair? You must have missed his birthday, my friend, where he got exactly this gaming chair.
Oh, it's so glorious.
He was so jealous of my gaming chair that I bought the exact same one for him. Geeky Heart says hi, by the way.
Hello.
Yeah, Nate loves it. He wanted this exact chair. So I used
in fact, the
my...
last time I saw Geeky Heart, I was sitting in this exact
The last
chair.
time you saw Geeky Heart in person, you were sitting in this chair at TwitchCon. That's true. And Nate was like, this one's so nice. It's so nice. Yeah, Geeky Heart says, I remember him coveting it at TwitchCon. Yeah, so he had been wishing for
You're
it.
lucky I didn't roll away with it off the floor. I was like, they don't know how many chairs are here.
He had been wishing for it for so long that I saved up my Alienware Arena points, my Alienware reward points from watching Maud and Damien, like watching all the Arena streamers. Huzzah! I saved up my points, and I had enough points to get a $20 reward gift certificate. So I used that towards it. And that was great. But yeah, it was, I got him the same one. Am I sure it's the new one or the old one now? No, you can tell mine is the older one. He is the new one for sure. Did I have enough points for the Area 51 Lego set? No, but in our Alienware Hive Discord, they did ask if anybody wants one, and I put the eye emoji, so we'll see. I was like, ooh, I build that. Hey. Maybe I could do a video where, like, I build it, and then it transitions to the actual thing. Geeky Heart, you got yours? Nice. Nice. Ridian, thank you for the resub, my friend. Appreciate you. But yeah, I was very excited about that. Man, these downloads are taking 25 years because they're all trying to download at the same time. I don't think we'll be playing any games. Well, I guess I could get all the downloads going and then play DK Bonanza. That was second on the poll. Because I don't need the gaming PC for DK Bonanza. Did I see the Lego booth at SDCC? Yes, I did. And I got some really great footage of it in my San Diego Comic-Con vlog that's on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, I did a full San Diego Comic-Con vlog on YouTube, and I have some really nice footage of that Lego booth. Lego stream when? It's been a while since we did a Lego stream. It's been a bit. But yeah, I love my chair, and it's now also Nate's chair. Ridian's 63 months is wild. Thank you. You surprised your wife by ordering her a new keyboard and mouse yesterday? We love a tech gift. I hope she loves it. Whatever kind you got her, I hope that she loves it. Astro says, I asked the Lego guys if they were going to preserve the build, and they said there were several places bidding to take it, so that makes me happy. That's nice. They told me it was over 200,000 bricks, and it took 16 people to build it, and I'm surprised it was only 16 people, honestly. Aw, nice. I love the Lego games, Matt Mania. You'll have a great time with that. Do you have anyone to play them with? Oh, and my display just went boop, boop, which means it's probably updating the GPU as we speak. Yep. Yeah, I think that just happened. All right, what else do we need to do on the gaming PC while it's getting its business together? It's getting its biz. Okay, Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is downloaded. We can download Tales of the Shire again. That's not going to take long to download. That's pretty small. I should download the Gong Show winners because we'll need to feature those again. Oh, I definitely need to download Split Fiction because Nate and I have been playing that in our off stream. The Lego store in downtown Disney has some fab builds. Oh, it does. We always have a good time when we go there. In downtown Disney and Disneyland, you mean? How was the laptop? How did the friend damage the laptop? The explanation was that it was packed in their checked baggage very carefully, which, why would you check a laptop? But it was packed and checked luggage very carefully, and then TSA went through their bags. And when they got their bags back, there was a little note from TSA saying, we went through your things. And I guess TSA did not package things back up carefully. And that's what happened. But yes, Dante, I fully agree with you. Like I said, I treat my really nice laptops. And yeah, Geeky Heart says you're not supposed to check things with lithium-ion batteries. Especially if it's an international flight. It was an international flight, too. Yeah, I would never check anything that is of value. I carry everything on me. Like, you can ask Nate. I Sherpa a laptop backpack that, like, weighs half as much as I do and bring a rolly to put in the overhead. But Whiskey Victor says, I check work laptops all the time. I'm not breaking my back for the boss man. Okay, but what if it's like your friend's really nice gaming laptop that she was definitely like, you can borrow this, but I need it back. This is my good one. I need it back. So anyway, friend said he filed a claim with the TSA, but they haven't gotten back yet. So that's what happened to that one. Dante says, never give your good one. I know, I've learned my lesson. But Geeky Heart says, really, you're not supposed to because of the battery. Well, that might explain that it looks like they tried to get into it with a jackhammer. I shared a picture of it with the Alienware Hive with what it looks like now. And the response was... what was that person looking for in their buried treasure? My goodness. The pain is real. The pain is real. But yeah, I'm a sad person about it. For sure. Can you see it? You can see it. Yeah. Where did I just put it? Hold on. Right here. So this is the bottom. WTF. That's the bottom. And then on the top, I don't know if you can see it in the reflection, but there's clearly some kind of ding right here on the X. And then the PC does still turn on, but the screen has a big white line across it right here. Oh, there you can see it. So it still turns on. And this screen is so nice too. But yeah, you can see the white line across the screen. But yeah, I'm very sad about it. So I'm shutting it down for right now. But this was by far the nicest laptop I have. I know. Firelight says the bottom part almost looked intentional. Like, how did they even? I know. So, friend did offer to pay for repairs. And Alienware team, being amazing, said they would love to look into helping me get it repaired. And so I'm just waiting till they check with the powers that be and then get back to me. Astro says it's a beautiful laptop, and I've been so jelly of it. Geeky Heart, you have an X16 as your work laptop, and you dented the lid by accident. You were so upset. Luckily, the screen has no issues, but I almost cried. Right? Right? The new Area 51 laptops have the RGB touchpads, too. Geeky Heart, you know, the last couple, like, Dell Tech Tours or whatever they've called them to show off the new stuff, I haven't been at. So I have not seen the new Area 51 laptops at all. I've not seen them in person at all. I don't know if you'll have them at TwitchCon. But I know now the laptops, instead of being X14, X16, or M15, or M17, now it's Area 51 laptops and Aurora laptops, which is, like, so confusing to me because it's been the other way for years. And I haven't seen any of the new ones in person. Firelight, it says it speaks to how awesome Alienware is that even still turns on. Dude, I know. I know. It's so sad. You're not going to be at TwitchCon. Wah. I know. I just want to see the new hardware. I used to, like, know all the new hardware inside out and backwards when we were doing the Alienware updates. But Alienware hasn't done an update in a while as far as I know. And I think they did have like a Dell press tour or something, but I wasn't at it. So I don't know. But yeah, I need like a Band-Aid. Look at that. How? Why? I'm the saddest about it. Matt Mania, you won't be able to go to TwitchCon either. You feel my pain, especially with how I'm still cradling my baby. Dude, I know. Like I said, I take excellent care of these. So I was a very sad. And what I was thinking is I was like, you know what? Let me just process how sad I am about this and then I'll try to get it fixed. But I was like, at least I still have my X14. And then at Comic-Con day one, when my X14 wouldn't boot up, I was like, like just everything came crashing down all at once. And I did the Trisha crisis mode thing where I was like, it's fine. It's fine. You'll be able to do it from your phone. All the work you have to do this week, you'll be able to do from your phone. And I was like, let me just ask Maud if I can borrow her laptop. Because Maud has an Alienware laptop too. I was like, Maud, and she was staying at the same hotel at Comic-Con as me. And I was like, hey, Maud, my laptop won't turn on. Please tell me you have yours because I have so much work I have to do this week. And she was like, oh, I didn't bring one. And I was like, so I just did it all from my phone. Luckily, I had the Samsung Galaxy Fold 7 and my Pixel 9 Pro XL. So I did it all from two phones, if we're going to be specific. But yeah, I'm going to go lovingly put this back in my bedroom where it can sit until I can figure out, or better yet, until my awesome friends at Alienware can get back to me. They are really trying, and they're lovely humans. And I was like, look, it's damaged. Oh, I can't even look at it without being sad. I'm like, it's damaged. I will pay for it, especially the 14's just old, right? Like, I will pay for it to be fixed, but I know Alienware doesn't make a 14-inch anymore, and I really like the 14-inch, so, like, I'm happy to pay for it. I just need to know, like, where I can take it or send it to get repaired. And the response was like, no, we're going to try to figure this out. Stay tuned. So, amazing customer service, if that's the case. It looks like it took a bullet, right? That's... Anyway, let me go set this back down. Rough, though. You're keeping your Nook for a dual streaming setup. The Nook you won on this channel, right? That was a giveaway on the channel. Nooks are much smaller and easier for me to ship to people than full-size PCs, for sure. For sure. But yeah, I love my Alienware babies. I'm very serious about my tech. It looked like your friend tried to smuggle a mutant muscle bug inside your laptop and it broke out. Yeah, it does kind of look like that. Rob says I did it all for the Nookie. Oh, tech jokes. Nyuk nyuk. That's also funny. Eardoll. Astro, don't punch your tech. No. No hitting tech to make it work. No way, Jose. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna install it. Oh, here, wait, cancel. I don't want a desktop shortcut for everything, nor do I want a start menu shortcut. Just install it on the PC, please and thank you. Percussive maintenance. Do not recommend. Do not recommend. But yeah, this Area 51, she is pretty. She is pretty. I'm very excited. It was a 17-incher, so drop kicking it would have broken your foot. Yeah, dude. I believe that. Okay, let's do what else needs to be installed. I would rather install the Nvidia drivers from Nvidia GeForce. Let's go ahead and download that, please. Faith makes a way every gaming laptop that's really high powered is going to run toasty. That's my experience in all of them that I've tested, and I've tested a lot. So they do run toasty if you're running something that's very graphically intensive and it's plugged in. It will warm up. So don't put it on your lap. Try to get like a laptop pad or something to put it on. And definitely don't like put it on a pillow. Like put it on a hard surface, not a pillow or a blanket or anything. You want to give it room to breathe. But Alienware has done a lot of stuff with their thermal cooling solutions. Hi, Golden Knights fan. Oh, thanks to the Discord folk. You put your post about a new mechanical keyboard on the tech help section and everybody helped. Yay! I love when we all come together to help out. That's awesome. That's what that channel's for. Okay. Agree and continue. I want the game ready drivers from Nvidia. Yes, please. Okay, let's see if I need to download new drivers. I do need to download Nvidia GeForce Experience new version. Sad day when your son destroyed your laptop. What happened? Did they drop it? I love that Bruce Green emote, Dante. Oh, speaking of Bruce is going to be at my TwitchCon panel. So I don't think I officially announced it because TwitchCon just put out their schedule. But I will be doing the streaming while raising the next gen panel that I've done the past couple years now. We didn't do it last year, but the years before that. I will be doing that this year at TwitchCon. The panel is on Sunday of TwitchCon at 12:15 p.m. It will be, we had a couple changes in our panelists, but it will be myself, Jahara Jade, Sancho West, Unruly, and Bruce Green. So those are all the streamers that will be sharing funny anecdotes and stories and tips and things like that about how to juggle the awesome responsibility that it is to be raising the next generation of humans whilst also being someone that streams frequently or for a living. So yeah, that'll be Sunday at 12:15 for anyone that wants to attend. I believe it's in the Nom Nom Theater. And I don't remember if that's one of the theaters that broadcasts all the panels all day, so I don't know if it'll be something that you'll be able to watch on Twitch, live streamed. When is TwitchCon? It's in October, so there's plenty of time, but it's always in San Diego, which I just came back from Comic-Con, in October. So I think it's October 6th, 17th, 18th, 19th. I want to say are the dates. Is it worth it? It depends what you're going for. I like to go to TwitchCon to find new software and hardware for my streaming setup, to talk to other streamers, to like make business connections, stuff like that. And I like the panels and I like to support my friends and it's a good time. But I've met a bunch of you guys there as well. Your wife and yourself were talking about getting your laptop cleaned, meaning like deleting old files and updates and stuff like that, but your son took it to another level. Oh, no. Yeah, TwitchCon is in San Diego, October 17th through 19th. Thank you, Geeky Heart. Bye, Chicago. See you later. I just got my ticket to TwitchCon today, so it's fresh on my mind. I still need to book my hotel, though. I need to figure that part out. Cons are always great for meeting up with community members, for sure. In fact, if I know enough of you are going, I'll do a meetup. It just depends. My next con will be TwitchCon, Jushi. Sprinkles says, I like going to TwitchCon because of the TTRPGs and meeting community people like Trisha and Nate. That's true. Nate went with me to TwitchCon the year it was in Vegas because it was over our anniversary weekend. You woke up and your son used soap and water all over the laptop to clean it.
That's so sweet and sad.
That's so, Nate said that's so sweet and sad at the same time.
Oh, man. That's where you don't want to yell.
Yeah, you don't really want to yell at them because they were trying to help, and it's adorable that they were trying to help. But also, what an expensive boo-boo. Oh, no. Sweet babies. See, the parenting challenges of streaming whilst raising the next gen. Not to say that you're streaming, but that would be a story that could be told on that panel. It's like when they write, I love my family on your car with a screwdriver. Yeah, that would not be good. But they love their family. Classy says, do you guys have the Mr. Men books in the U.S.? Do you mean like Mr. Happy and that kind of stuff? Because we do. I remember them from when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. Ice-T, I'm glad you enjoyed the cosplays at Comic-Con. I tried to post them all on the gram. Okay. I told Nvidia to relaunch, and I don't think it did. I should be kind to my computer right now, though. It's doing lots of different things. Yeah, Tales of the Shire, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, and Split Fiction are the things that are downloading on here right now. And then I'm going to have to re-download all of our Gong Show winners before the next Gong Stravaganza. But that doesn't need to be done right now. I can do that, like, overnight. Oh, yeah, I remember Little Miss Good, who always did nice things. I remember that, Classy. Did you have those books as a kid?
Which book?
Little Miss Good, and... Yeah, we had those. Okay, game ready driver details. Oh, there was one just released today. I mean, Claire Obscure is going to look so pretty on this machine. I am so excited.
You know what else could look good on the machine?
Huh.
Split Fiction.
Split Fiction is downloading right now. It is 29% downloaded. Nate's very excited about that because that's what we play together. Okay, I'm not going to install the NVIDIA display drivers from Windows. I'm going to do it from NVIDIA directly. I don't mess like that. Cumulative update for Windows 11. Cumulative update for .NET Framework. Dell firmware, that seems important. Then there's some Alienware extensions as well. You've seen some good Claire Obscure cosplay? Ah, I love it. Love it. Dante says, pretty sure you were already maxing out the game. I mean, my Alienware Aurora R15 was no stinking joke. This is just like no stinking joke extra credit mode. It's wild. Okay. Let's see. Does this one have killer networking software on it? If it doesn't, that's okay. It does have killer intelligence software on it. Let's see what my download speeds currently are, because I feel like they're a little slow. Don't forget to install Wu Chang. Yeah, you know how often I'm going to be playing that. Honestly, I didn't mind it. I liked it better than I thought I was going to. Steam is doing a sale right now on the Hitman games. Hitman games are fun. All right, it says everything's fully optimized. And I'm downloading at the max speed that I can download at. So there's that. No recommendations available. Okay, well. My internet that I pay for is not the best, if we'll be honest.
Best we can get.
It's the best we can get in our area. I pay for 2 internet lines, and the most I can get is 600 down. 600 down, 20 up on one line, and 600 down, 40 up on the other line. I know. I wish I could get fiber. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. Ew is right. I know. I concur. You have 1 gigabyte fiber up and down. TJ, that's my dream. That's my dream. But I'm not going to sell my house and move to get it, so... Or what?
Kidding.
Oh. You said that like you had
Yeah.
a solution in
just
mind.
Like, or we are selling our house.
Oh, no, we're not selling our house.
Moving somewhere for your 1 gig.
No. Put it on a vision board to get fiber. I know people, or at least I've heard stories. Tell me which streamer this is. I feel like I read a news article about a streamer who paid to have fiber installed in their neighborhood for the whole community because they needed it. And they couldn't get it because it wasn't installed there yet.
That's amazing.
And they were like, I'll just pay for it for everyone. I just need it. And so clearly it was a streamer that makes oodles and oodles and oodles and oodles of money. It was one of those streamers you read about that's like, I make $1 million a month. I don't know, whatever it is that they make. Too much money. I also don't know why they talk like that. That was just my take on super rich streamer.
Who's this?
Geeky Art says, wow, I'd be their neighbor. Me too.
You don't know what kind of streamer you're getting now.
Tis true. Why do rich streamers sound like Betty Boop? You know, the world may never know. I don't know. Yeah, my hair is still a little bit curled from being on set for DIY in 5. Because Heather, who's my hair and makeup artist for that show, she curled it and the curls have really fallen out. But thank you for your help with the PC today, babe.
Yep.
I love you and you're the best. You can see out there on the ground, old PC, old monitor. Not even old. Beautifully still new and useful. I already have a taker for the monitor. So I've got one friend who asked me months ago about a monitor. And I was like, we'll see. So I have a friend that's a taker for the monitor. And yeah, the gaming PC will become the backup gaming PC. Because the original backup gaming PC got destroyed in the house flood. So the backup gaming PC, now I have one just in case things go haywire in the future. Whoa, they installed fiber in your HOA for free because everyone signed up. I will go door to door around my neighborhood and ask everyone to sign up. I will. I'll knock on doors with a clipboard. Excuse me, would you like better internet? I would like better internet. Please sign this paper. I'll go for it. What's the thing that Logan has done to help out with something techie, but you couldn't punish him because he was cute and technically he was helping? Logan is pretty good with technology. I don't think we've had any of those issues, honestly. Because if Logan's like, Mom, what are you doing? When I'm like messing with stuff, I'll like try to explain to him step by step exactly what I'm doing. And he's a pretty quick learner. So he'll be like, oh, like this? Oh, like this? And so he kind of learns how to do it correctly. But yeah, we knock on all the wood. Haven't had a situation yet where he's messed with the tech trying to help. Or the backup gaming PC can be set up in the bar and Dragon Rider Happy Hour can return. Astro says this is the way. Yeah, he learns. He learns. He hangs out with me and he learns. We love it. Logan hasn't done anything where he's tried to help out with tech. And, ooh, thank you.
Logan told me he had to give you that.
Logan had to give me this?
No, he told me to pour you some because it's like a new Trader Joe's thing I picked up. He was like, oh, you should get some for Mom.
Oh, that was nice. What is it? Is it like watermelon?
Cucumber watermelon.
Cucumber watermelon. That's delightful. Thank you. It's very sweet. I will probably water it down next time, but it's good. So Logan told Dad that I need to try that. Okay. You invoked Dragon Rider Happy Hour and a fancy beverage appeared. It's a sign. Oh, you know why he said I should get the cucumber watermelon drink? Why? Because that's the smoothie I brought home from the Grounded 2 event. I brought home a watermelon cucumber smoothie from the Grounded 2 event, and Logan loves smoothies. So I was like, dude, you got to try this smoothie. That's why he said we needed to get that for Mama. What a sweet boy. You remember when me and Logan played Super Mario Odyssey together? Yeah, he's the best. And this is very good, though, and it probably does hydrate me a little more than water. Which, again, now that I know my body does not produce as much moisture as it should, I have to be better about hydrating, so that's good. No bugs in the smoothie at the Grounded event, no. I know little man's not so little anymore. He's a big guy. It's wild. He starts school in just a little bit, which is why we switched around the Twitch schedule for this weekend. We were trying to like look at dates that I had a couple days off of work in a row to see if we could just escape for a little bit. And so those were the couple dates we had in a row. Tomorrow is August already. I know. Logan will be taller than me, for sure. He's like up to my shoulder already. What are we talking about pockets? I've got pockets in these comfy pants. Well, I only have one pocket in the comfy pants. There's a pocket on this side, but not on this side. But it's kind of funny because here, check this. These are, no joke, some of the comfiest pants I've ever owned. They were very cheap on Amazon, and I bought them for my India trip because I read that when you're going to India, you're not supposed to wear tight pants. It's disrespectful. So, you have to buy all baggy pants. So, I bought these baggy pants. And they have a pocket on this side, but not on this side. But when I put my phone in this pocket, because they're so baggy and loose, it starts to, like, pull the pants on this side. It's so funny. But they're very comfy. They feel like pajama pants. Like, I almost want to go back and buy them in other colors because they're so comfy. That's true. It is not hard to be taller than me. You remember doing a video call with me when he was a baby. I know. It's wild now. Matt Mania, have a good rest of your night. You stay safe and wholesome as well. Group hugs to all. But yeah, these are super comfy. Super, super comfy. It's, here, let me open up while I'm waiting for all this stuff to install. I should probably reinstall Date Everything. But I don't want to reinstall everything. I want to be like picky about what I install and uninstall when I'm done. Well, Bink, congratulations on the losing weight if you've been trying to lose weight. You said your favorite comfy shorts want to slip down if anything goes in the pockets. Yeah. I have been gaining more weight than I'd like recently. And I think part of that has to do with the fact that I've been more sedentary for my work. Which reminds me, I want to text my good buddy Maud and see if she wants buddies for walking Zelda tonight, because maybe Logan and I will go join her. Do you want company on your evening doggo walk? We'll see what she says. I don't mind being a curvier lady. I've always talked about that on chat, that I think that curves are very feminine. I like being like a little softer, you know, and squishier. I've never been someone that's tried to be like a bodybuilder, 4% body fat kind of person. It's just not for me. And honestly, that takes a ton of work and dedication, and I prioritize other things. So I like being a little squishy, but I don't like being too squishy. And I feel like as I get older and like my body just stores squish in different places, I'm like, that's not my favorite new look for me. So I want to get better about taking walks and stuff like that. You are 5'8" and you were taller than your grandma's. Aw, cute. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for saying that I look great. You're very, very kind. I'm happy with it, but like this year hasn't really been bikini season for me this summer. It's been cute one piece season this summer. Squishy's a fun word, right? It's all about finding the optimal squishiness. Yeah. Optimal squishiness is good for everybody, I think. But yeah, it's been a cute one-piece summer for me rather than a bikini summer. And honestly, I haven't had that much time to even like go out and use the pool because I've been so busy, which is great. Work being busy is awesome. I'm excited about that. All right. My Steam downloads are pretty good. I am going to update the Nvidia driver. Doing it now. I'm getting to the point now where I don't want to do all the updates at the same time because I don't want anything to bork each other. I gotta stop chewing on my lips too. That's something that is a bad habit of mine. I should also double check my email because there's a couple things that like I need to get done tonight. Let me see. Okay, Logan's bedtime. Tomorrow works too. Okay. Downloaded the Nvidia Game Ready driver and installing now. Express installation. We'll see if it works. Nvidia driver updates don't always work through the Nvidia GeForce app, but when they do, it's so lovely. It's so convenient when it actually works. All the fingers crossed. Swimming streams when? No, then I'd have to be in the pools and beaches and hot tubs category on Twitch. Nobody likes that. Silent Leonard says, I'm a fluffy dude. Just need to lose a little fluff around the middle, right? We all need a little plushie in us. It makes you more cuddly. Dante says, ew, the gross category. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'd love to be, remember the times we did IRL on the beach and I wanted to be like, I'm in the beach and pool and hot tub category, but not because I'm trying to be sexy on Maine. I'm just actually at a beach. Like, what is the actual use for that category, you know? It's bad for the algorithm to be in those categories. And I know a lot of the more particular brands, like Disney, which is also Marvel and Star Wars, will really look back through and do like an internet deep dive on anything you did that's not brand friendly. And like that could be considered that. And I don't want to not be able to work with like Star Wars or Marvel because I did a beach stream once or something. I'm always very careful about it. Because this is my business and like hosting for a lot of those brands is my business, I try to think of it like a business. Oh no! Who said you're lazy? No, no, no. You just prioritize different things. Oh, well, I think when it gets to A-list celebrities, they're willing to overlook some stuff. Odyssey Dave. They need a whole separate category and rebrand the original thirst trap pools and hot tubs. Twitch would never be that open about it, though. Like, Twitch is always trying to ride the line between allowing as much as possible and still maintaining a positive brand image. But also, I don't envy them. Woohoo! The installation worked. I don't envy them because here, but I need to plug back in my. Somehow my gaming mouse decided it wanted to stop working as a result of that. No, no. Come on. I could just do it wired if it's being a butthead. I'm giving it a second. Oh, it moved. Weird.
You have returned.
What's it doing now? Yeah, a wholesome beach pool category. Hi, Meg Grimlock. Okay, it's having a moment, so maybe it's updating something else at the same time. Maybe it's not the mouse that froze. I'm gonna let it have a moment. It also keeps saying that the DP input was, my DisplayPort input was chosen again. Oh, maybe it's still updating. Yes, DisplayPort. It's you. But now it's not outputting there. Let's see what we can do here. Now it's coming back. Come back to me. Aha. Okay, now it's back. It just took a second. Great. New driver installed. All good. Oh, and it's now activated Nvidia G-Sync. So that is now all set up. One of the funniest things you saw on Twitch was when a streamer accidentally burped, "Thank you for subbing." That's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't envy Twitch for having to make those calls because the hard side of that is everyone has a different objective line of what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. Like, we all have a different idea of what appropriate means to us, right? And there are some people, especially in certain cultures, that think like a woman in a short sleeve shirt like I'm wearing right now is inappropriate. And so Twitch is trying to say, like, I understand how they put out their vague rules of like, if it's not intended to be overtly sexual, we're okay with it. It's kind of like how YouTube's nudity rule works. Like, if it's not sexual nudity, it's okay, or something like that. And these rules are very vague because they're trying not to take a hard stance of like, this is where our objective line is. But the downside to that is when you don't take a hard stance objective line, then the rules are very vague and there are people that are going to take advantage of them and push them as far as they can, right? So I always feel like you as a creator and you as a viewer have to set where your own line is, and then you just stick to your standards. That's how I've always operated, at least. Like, you just, regardless of what the platform says, because people are always going to push the rules as far as they can. But I'm sure there are people that, like, look at my content because I'm a curvier woman and think that I am very inappropriate. In fact, I've had that problem with a brand before. That there was a brand that felt that I was using sexuality to sell their product. I'm laughing because it was so ridiculous. But that's how they felt, even though I was very covered up. So I was like, clearly, you find just the way that I'm shaped offensive. Or not offensive, maybe that's not the right word, but inappropriate. Clearly, you find the way that I am put on this earth and my appearance inappropriate just by existing. Because I was like, what would you rather I wear? Like, I was pretty covered up, so... Classy says, I miss the naked truths for this kind of discussion. Yeah, this would have been a naked truth discussion for sure. But so that's all to say that, like, I do not envy the people at Twitch for having to enforce terms of service, having to write the rules on what terms of service are. And I feel like every time they come out and say, like, we're trying something new right now, they get a lot of backlash because people don't like either what they're trying new or they don't like that they changed their mind or whatever. But anyway, I'm just glad it's not my job, is what I would say. Geeky Heart, that sucks. See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Geeky Heart said YouTube banned a content creator you like because she's well endowed and wears low-cut shirts. She has cleavage. Heaven forbid. And that's kind of how I feel. It's like I joked about it all the way back in my SourceFed days. I was like, look, unless I'm wearing a turtleneck, there's probably going to be some cleavage. Like, that's just the way my body looks. And, like, sorry, but that was in response to the people in the YouTube comments at the time that are like, she is clearly asking for these horrific sexualized comments because she's sticking them out or whatever they used to say. And I'm like, I guarantee you, I don't walk around sticking them out. What? What world do people live in? But are there people that are definitely trying to be overtly sexual to monetize it? Yes! There's whole platforms built for that. And to those people, get that bag. Now, Twitch needs to decide, do we want to be part of that bag? And I think so far they have not taken a hard stance. They're kind of taking a stance, but also kind of not. But again, where is that stance? Who is to say the person who's like, oops, that was an accident, who's to say if it was really an accident or if they're just pushing the limits? I don't want to have to make that call. I don't know. Grumblecat says the YouTube thing is interesting with their recent release, saying they're going to use AI to determine underage versus of age. I will be curious to see how that goes. I am sad about them using AI for any of that because I don't think that it's a good measure of anything, really. Geeky Heart said they can't take a hard stance because they let the streamers who make a ton of money get away with it. See, exactly. And like, so we can all we all know who those streamers are. We can take a look at those streamers and be like, well, they did it, but then the smaller streamers get banned. Like, that stinks. Frequency Punch says, was the sponsor for me something older woman would use? Maybe they didn't want to get, maybe they didn't want them to get offended. No, it was a tech thing. It was a tech thing. And like, regardless of who their audience is, like that's almost sexual discrimination, honestly. Or like gender discrimination. at that point. Because it's like, oh, you can hire all these male tech influencers and that's no problem. But the second you hire a female tech influencer, then I'm obviously using sexuality to sell. That's interesting. Like, I tried not to be really mad about it, but like clearly the fact that it happened years ago and I'm still salty about it means I'm still mad about it. But yeah, they had no problem with shirtless male tech influencers. But me in my Donkey Kong one piece swimsuit, which was not like a Baywatchy swimsuit. It wasn't super low cut. It wasn't super high cut on the sides. It was like a very basic one piece cut with a Donkey Kong level on it. That was me clearly trying to use my sexuality to sell their tech product. Look up their biggest rival. Oh, boo, already there. Yep, I'm with you, Sterling. And Beardtastic, already there. A little bit of salt goes a long way. But that's okay. I honestly don't think they want to work with women anyway. I'd be shocked if they changed their minds. But yeah, I mean, in general, the reason that Jessica Rabbit is in the back of all my streams is because I don't think we should judge people in any way based on any body type. Like, people see body types and make all sorts of assumptions about who those people are, what their values are, what their day-to-day life is like, all based off of body type. And I think that's crappy. And so my girl, she's not bad, she's just drawn that way. It's like her big statement that everyone remembers from the movie is her saying, don't judge me based on my appearance. Y'all, that's why she's there all the time. She's our little reminder. In a way, it's nice to find a company who are openly butts, and then you can be like, nope. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't want to trash the company because it was so long ago. I'm sure all the people that like were the decision makers at that time, I'm sure none of them even work at that company anymore. Like the people who are there now could be great. I have no idea. Classy says it's on her bag too. Shout out to Classy for making her awesome handbag. YouTube's stupid AI thing is US only for now. Isn't there also a UK thing where to access adult content online, you now have to like submit photo verification to prove you're of age? Isn't that it? I think I read an article about that. Is that like something that might pass or did pass or something? But I was like, that's wild. Because like, imagine how many people are going to be like, yeah, I want the government or whoever knowing I'm looking at this, here's my photo. It came into effect last Friday. Okay. Yeah, just wild. You've had it for a week or so, but it's not just adult content. Oh, what else is it? People have been using Norman Reedus from Death Stranding 2 to bypass it. That's hilarious. Even Spotify needs an ID. I mean, I don't mind having better age verification checks at all. I just don't want AI being the be-all, end-all decider. But, like, I know way too many people that are like, oh, yeah, I let my kids have social media, or I let my kids do whatever. I just lie about their age. And I'm like, I guess, you know what? Parent how you're going to parent. That's your prerogative. Australia bans social media for under 16. Honestly, I know how bad social media is for my mental health as a fully grown adult. So, I get it. Logan has not asked for social media yet, but he does ask for a phone and a tablet all the time. And I'm like, nope. No, no. No, 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 no. No, no. You have your kid's smartwatch, and that's plenty, my sir. No, think of you. You're equally, if not more, concerned about data breaches for whoever's keeping all that data. I assume that anytime I give my data to anybody, even if they say how encrypted and secure they are, I assume it's all going to get leaked. So I just really am careful about what I give out. Because it's all leaked. It's all leaked all the time. There's data breaches every 5 seconds. You didn't use the internet till you were 12 or 13? Sprinkles, I'm probably the same, honestly. Dante says the ID and other personal info isn't even kept in the UK. It's kept by a private company in the US. A leak is inevitable. That's how I feel. Leaks are always inevitable. Pezfunk, that's so sad. I feel bad for the teachers that have to deal with it. Like, the teachers, I felt bad for the teachers when I was a kid having to deal with, like, us and our Tamagotchis. I can't even imagine how they deal with the phone stuff. Like, yes, hearing kids be like, but I have to take care of my Tamagotchi, it pooped. That would be annoying as a teacher. And the manosphere grifters are poisoning young boys' minds. Dude, I'm so scared about that, having a kid. I just have to hope that, like, I've raised him well enough that he's not susceptible to that. Or I can, like, monitor what he's doing enough to unprogram any of that. You used to play Final Fantasy on an emulator in class back in the day? You naughty. The manosphere was not a thing when I was a kid either. Or if it was, I wasn't aware of it. Like, that social media has just made everything more extreme, whichever direction you go out in. So, like, the manosphere is now a thing. Manfluencers versus, like, tradwife and momfluencers versus gaming and nerdfluencer, like, whatever. Everything now is more available than it was, I think, when we were all kids. Did I see Adolescence on Netflix? No. Do you recommend it? Static Gamer says to beat the manosphere, just have your kid play with his dad. Most of the guys are just looking for a father figure, really. Oh, good. Well, because Logan gets lots of dad time. More dad time than he wants, I think. But Nate and Logan are really close. Last night they were cuddling on the couch watching Is It Cake, and I almost took a picture because it was so cute. WD Harris, welcome. Catnip, go get dinner, my friend. That's A-okay. Do what you gotta do. Dante, that's what our couples therapist says whenever we're worried about Logan. She's like, you guys are such doting, caring parents. I am not worried about Logan. He'll be fine. And we're always like, okay. Getting your parents to deal with your Tamagotchi in 2000 drove them nuts. All right, I'm wondering. Okay. I don't think it's just the Nvidia update now. G-Sync display connected. It keep my, like, display port keeps going in and out. Maybe I just need to configure something different. Microsoft Defender summary is no thank you. Let's see how my setup G-Sync it's asking me to do. Enable for windowed and full screen mode, please. Okay, I think that's set up. Should I set it up for the Elgato as well? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to set it up for this one. Hopefully that'll be okay. I was getting my parents to deal with my Tamagotchi in 2000 and drove them nuts. That's hilarious. My mom would not have taken care of my Tamagotchi for me. She'd have been like, too bad, so sad. Oh no, Classy. I'm sorry to hear that. First trimester pregnancy is miserable, though. Adolescence was great. The series was great. You're saying you thought Adolescence, the series, was great in terms of acting, cinematography, and story. But it's about the manosphere and tween boys and deals with some really heavy topics. Ooh, I don't know that I could deal with that. Just being Logan's mom, that might make me too sad. Or maybe it'll prep me really well. I don't know. You babysat your kids' Tamagotchis back in the day, Astro? I love that. That's so sweet of you. I know, the new Tamagotchis are fancy. And Marion, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I'm still installing Windows updates, just for anyone who's curious. That's what's happening here. Still installing Windows updates. Let's see what's going on with my notifications. Nvidia software has encountered an issue. Send detailed error logs. Oh, also my time is set to 8:05 p.m. That's probably causing some issues. So let's adjust our date and time, please. Okay, I'm not in Central Time. I'm in Pacific Time. And that's not correct either. Let's set that time zone automatically. And set time automatically. I'm going to turn off and then turn back on. There we go. Okay, now that the time is correct on the computer, that might change a few things. Microsoft account problem. What's my Microsoft account problem? That's okay. What else we got here? Phone link is ready. Awesome. Restart required in my settings. I know. Once I'm finished downloading this Windows update, I'll do a little restart. It is currently downloading a cumulative update for Windows 11. And it's 46% installed. Does it have the right date? It does have the right date, yes. Tamagotchi wasn't super popular. Oh, I love my Tamagotchi. I was a big fan of Tamagotchi. Big fan. Oh, you know what? I have some keys to give away. Today is the last day of the playtest for this game. But if anybody wants to check it out, even though we didn't get a chance to check it out on stream, if anybody wants to check it out, I'll go ahead and put the keys in the Discord right now. It's for a game called Star Rupture. And here, let me go ahead and... Oh, no. Chrome, please. Pin to taskbar. You had one of the Digimon personal pet things? Nice. All right, log in using my phone. That. Oh, Discord's like, hey, just so you know, you're streaming on Twitch right now. I am. It's true. Yay! I'm in. All right, I am going in the Discord and in the... let's see. I guess I'll put it in video game deal alerts. I don't know. No, in Geek Chats Gaming. 3 codes for the Star Rapture playtest today, if anyone wants them. There you go. I just posted it in the Discord for anyone who thinks they might have a chance to play that today. I just don't want the codes to go to waste. Star Rupture playtest, not Star Rapture. But it said the playtest goes till today. I don't know what time today, but throwing that out there. I always try to pay it forward if I can. All right. Good night, classy librarian. Catch-22 is here.
Returned.
Catch-22, I'm sorry about this doomed planet, but I'm happy that you've been here for 43 months. You and I are almost the same age. We are. My birthday's coming up in a month and a half. Oh my goodness. A month and a half. All right, let's see if after this Windows update it'll let me do a restart. It may not. It may or it may not. But everything, knock on wood, everything is going fairly smoothly so far in terms of this setup. And I'm happy about that. I have to set up the rest of my products for my early stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm hosting Best Deals of the Week for Amazon. And I'm producing it too, so I get to pick out the best deals of the week. And I have a bunch of stuff over there that I think will be on deal tomorrow. I don't know though. I won't actually know until I get up tomorrow. Frequency punch, that's kind of a secret, actually. But yes, the N part of that is for Nate. That's true. That's a little Nate and I thing. Because yes, initials would be NP, you're correct. Thoughts on Battlefield 6? I haven't played it. I have not played it. I need to get more controller mounts to go up a little higher, I think. And I just bought, I don't think they're here yet, but I just bought some VR headset mounts, wall mounts, that I'm going to put on the side wall up here so I can hang, right over here, so I can hang my VR headsets up there. So they're not just on a shelf, because I'm trying to clear room on my shelf for my Lego builds. You put some Clear Obscure cosplay pics in the Discord. I want to see. Where did you share them? In pics and clips or somewhere else? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Nice. Love them. Those are awesome. Oh, you can 3D print VR wall mounts. I found some really cheap on Amazon, so I just picked them up. They should get here today or tomorrow. And then I'll be able to put them on the wall. That's how you got yours? You 3D printed yours? That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I need to put my Captain Carter cosplay box back up on the shelf. I need to get another cosplay box to put Pauline in. And then I need to bring up more stuff that I think might be on deal tomorrow for Best Deals of the Week, but I don't know. That's the rest of my day today. And actually, let me check my email because I'm waiting to hear back. Oh, good. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple folks. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple folks on Twitch. Coop Megas or That Yotes Fan. If you have addresses that you want me to ship your physical stuff to for your channel points. Okay, have not heard back. Got it. But I'm waiting on that before I can package everybody's nerdy goodies. I am waiting on a response from the brand I'm collaborating with on the video that I thought was going to go live on YouTube today. Haha, just kidding. Because I think they are asking me to reshoot one part of the video. And I'm happy to reshoot that, but I need to know exactly what they need for me, like what they're looking for instead. And then I am waiting for, oh, here's setting up new gaming PC. I can cross off my to-do list. Yay! Your local library has a 3D printer. You just need to buy the materials. That's cool. What is one more tech hobby? You know. My Rey staff from Star Wars is 3D printed. Can I please show the Expedition 33 music box? Yes. I love it so much. I love it so much. Here, get a good look. Yeah, it's a music box and a sculpture. But yeah, I have been putting it here on the days we're playing Expedition 33. But I have a feeling it's going to get a permanent place on the shelves back here. I just have to figure out what it's going to replace. It could go up on the top shelf. I hear Logan. Logan's home. You really hope it wins Game of the Year? We'll see. I haven't finished it yet. I finished Act 1. But yeah, the soundtrack is absolutely stunning, for sure. Yeah, you can hear him. I should probably shut the door just in case he comes bounding up here in some stage of undress. Just in case. See, these are the things we talk about on the Streaming While Raising the Next Gen panel. Like the things you have to think about. Expedition 33 is very French. It's true. 'Tis true. All right, let's see if we got feedback on... got feedback on this. Okay. Yes, yes. Twitch account successful login on the new PC. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Black Milk Clothing is making new Pokemon clothes. They're kind of cute, too. Oh, man. Do I need any of these? I'm so distractible. Easily distracted today, I should say. The Mew one is cute. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up buying these. Oh, I like that Gengar sweater. Don't tell Mod, says Catch22. Oh, I'm sure she knows. She actually has a really great relationship with Black Milk Clothing. I think because they're an Australian company and she's an Aussie, they always like hook her up with stuff. So she a lot of times gets the clothes in person before they actually are available to be ordered. And so sometimes I'll be like, ooh, can I see it in person, please? Like before I order it. Yeah, that's nice though. That's real nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no updates on the reshoot that might need to be done. Catch22 says, you know, the joke is that her whole closet is black milk. I mean, hey, if companies are sending you clothes, you wear those clothes, girl. I am all for it. I am all for it. Oh, Weta Workshop sent an email about Comic-Con. I loved what I saw at their booth this year. I featured that in my San Diego Comic-Con vlog too. All right, I've got some new codes for stuff. Nothing I can play today though. Okay, pending restart. I'm gonna restart now. Restarting the new gaming PC right now to finalize some installs. You didn't make it to the Weta booth this year. No! Their new Masters Collection piece that they showed off was amazing. I had to show it to Nate, and he was so excited, and he was like, we could never afford this. And also, even if we could afford it, which we can't, where would we put it? And I was like, I don't know. We could clear out a whole room just for this, maybe. Realistically, we cannot afford it. But they haven't even announced a price. The price for it's not out till October. But I'm sure it's more than my car by probably double. You didn't buy dice this year? I didn't buy dice this year either. I actually didn't buy a lot because the only day I could have walked around shopping, I had Logan with me. And I can't really like stop and look at stuff when I'm with him because he'll get distracted by something. And in crowds that are that busy, I don't trust myself. I'm eyes on the little dude all the time. Nate and I did not get to Weta Workshop in New Zealand. We went to New Zealand for our honeymoon, but we didn't go to that part of New Zealand. We went to Hobbiton and like things around Hobbiton only, but Hobbiton was the destination. Weta is like 6 or 7 hours, I want to say, from Hobbiton, so we didn't make it that far because we didn't want to spend our whole 10-day honeymoon like in a car traveling. But maybe next time we go to New Zealand, if there is a next time. We do have a 10-year wedding anniversary coming up, but we're not going to be able to travel for it. But maybe we can like plan travel for our 10-year wedding anniversary, even though it won't happen until much later. But yeah, we'd love to do that at some point. Astro Banshee dice, specialty dice can get so expensive. Catch 22, you did a 15.5-hour drive. Yeah, but were you limited to like a 10-day chunk to get it all done? 10-day or less? Long drives are fun. I did a 5-day drive from Pennsylvania, where I grew up, out to California, where I live now. But I wasn't like, I only have 8 days to see California, and I spent 5 of them driving, you know. Grillnack, lurking and working. We love it. Thank you for the good vibes. Sending good vibes right back at you. Weta's in Wellington. Okay. I love that Logan said we should get this for Mama. That's really funny. Really, really funny. For the price, they were asking for less quality dice. You could get Dispel dice, which are immaculate. Then go with what you love. When I drive, I listen to audiobooks. So when I drove from Pennsylvania to California, I got most of the way through the Dark Tower series. Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. It was awesome. Okay, we are back in. Now let's see what other Windows updates I need to get done. Windows Update. Okay, updates are available to install. Let's do this one. Dell firmware is pending a restart. And, okay, here's a question. When y'all do Windows updates, and there's a whole bunch of them, do you install them all and then do one restart for all of them? Or do you install, restart, install, restart, install, restart for each one? Dr. Ace says, I forgot you were from PA. Yeah, that's where I grew up. About an hour outside Philly. One, restart one. Or Install, restart, or are you all saying one restart, like you do all of them and then you restart? All of them, then restart. Okay, okay. You said I don't have the patience to restart after each. Okay. There's an Intel one. Alienware extension. That says completed. Another Alienware one completed. Alienware one completed. There's a Dell monitor update. Weird. Cumulative update. Let me install that. That seems like that might be a big one. We'll let that one do its thing. Unless they force multiple, you do them all at once. Okay. You're about an hour outside Philly, but the Trenton, New Jersey area. Nice. I was like northeast from, or excuse me, northwest from Philly. I was more in the like King of Prussia area. Montgomery County, where I grew up. Let me see here. I'm going to go through my files in my personal desktop. I don't need that. We can delete that. We can delete those. Yes. Nope. Don't need that. Okay. Still getting all the goodies on here. Love it. You went to college at Del Valle in Doylestown. Yeah, I know Doylestown. I have a cousin that lives in Doylestown. I went to DeSales University in Central Valley, PA, near Allentown. Half your family's from PA? Nice. You've been in King of Prussia. You ate at the mall. Yep. The King of Prussia Mall is like 45 minutes from where I grew up, roughly. And you were Pittsburgh, so the other side of the state. Nice. But yeah, I grew up in Pennsylvania, so whenever I go back to visit my parents, it's the same house I grew up in, and we're back in Pennsylvania for a little bit. But yeah, it's nice to be able to show Logan a place that actually has seasons, because we don't really have them here. Now, don't get me wrong. I love that we don't have them here. I moved to SoCal for a reason. I like it to be nice weather most of the year. Although with climate change, it is getting colder in the winters now. But I really like it the way that it is. It's great. I really like it. TJ, it's a very small town. It's not something that a lot of people are going to know about. I guess when my mom was a kid, it was kind of like a vacation town. That's the only way she had heard of it, because there's like houses along the river. But the houses along the river have flooded so many times. All right, we're going to restart again. Restarting again. Setting up new PC stuff. Aw, your son's wife is from Pittsburgh, and they had their wedding there. Nice. Meanwhile, in Washington, the winters are getting warmer, and the summers are getting even warmer than that. So everything's getting warmer for you. Did I find any more artwork that I made? No, I think I cleaned it all out last time I went there. My mom was like, just take it all. You go to Pittsburgh every so often for events? The only time I was ever in Pittsburgh for an event was back when I used to do pageants. No, well, I guess we went out to Pittsburgh, but I think the pageant itself was in Harrisburg, if I remember correctly. I have to say, this cucumber watermelon juice is not too bad. It's a little sweeter than I'd like, but not too bad. Aw, Beardtastic says, as much as I hate cold and snow, the 4 seasons are worth living in Massachusetts for autumn. We're flashing BIOS. I hate flashing BIOS. It's happening, though. I just have to let it happen. I just have to let it happen and not stress out. How quickly did I drop my accent? I do get it back every time I'm in PA, and I still have it when I'm really tired or a little inebriated. Flashing BIOS is always so stressful. I'm always afraid there's going to be a power outage or something, too. Deep breaths. We're at 8%. Deep breaths on the BIOS flashing. Like, I know it needs to be done, but I never want to do it because I'm like, no, please don't bork the whole PC. I already have 2 laptops that are borked right now. Don't. Why did I let it auto flash? It's one of the necessary updates Windows said that it needed. So we're doing it. We're doing it. I do have my backup if need be. Yep. I heard it was raining a lot in PA. I gotta call my mama. 21%. I'm like, don't touch the keyboard, don't touch the mouse, don't touch anything. Ice-T says, wow, these updates are taking forever. I mean, this is setting up a new PC. It's really just a quite large just chatting stream. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know what? Here's another life update while we got time that I can share. I've shared in the Discord before, but it was a while ago, that for a little while, Nate and I were owners of a house in Joshua Tree that we tried to fix up and like do our best to like, we're your host for your vacation, and try to make it like super lovely for people to stay at and do that as like a fun side thing to work on. And you know what? That chapter of our lives is now over. So we are getting rid of the house in Joshua Tree. So if you know anybody who loves the desert and wants to vacation there and would like to own property there, we are parting ways with ours. And I'm going to share in the Discord. Our real estate agent is actually really cute, and he makes social media videos of all the houses he's selling. And he made a video of our house, and it kind of makes me sad to look at it because I was like, it's so nice. But Nate and I have talked about it a lot. It's a chapter of our life that we're now closing. But yeah, good luck with the sell. It is what it is. Oh, I know. We're going to lose so much on it. Our asking price for it is over $100,000 less than what we bought it at. Just realistically. It's what it is. It's what it is. And that's even if we get asking for it. Invest in real estate, they said. It's always a good investment, they said. Not a good investment. We're taking a hit. So we took the flood hit, and now we're taking this hit. But that's actually why we're taking this hit, because after the flood hit, we can't continue hemorrhaging money on this house. So that's what it is. Here, let me see if I can share it in the Discord. I'll grab it. Nate sent it to me in a message. I guess it's being shared. There we go. There it is. Here you go. So it's sad for me, but here, I'll put it in general. House tour. Okay, I put it in general on the Discord. And we did so many like cute updates to it and tried to make it amazing. You sold your grandma's place in Joshua Tree and it broke your heart, right? And we did so many things to like really try to make it special. Kickin says, did you look into turning it into an Airbnb? So we were renting it out as an Airbnb already. And it's still just didn't work out at all. There's too many Airbnbs in Joshua Tree, honestly. You'll give me $20 and some MTG cards for Logan. Why can't they be MTG cards for me? Logan doesn't play MTG yet. But yeah, we like tried to do some fun designer things. We put stuff in there. I picked out like special like Star Wars artwork on the DL to like put in there. But yeah. Newar says it's too difficult to do that unless you can get out there yourself, unless you pay a management company to come and clean and stuff. Oh yeah. So like our when we were Airbnb-ing it out, which you can still book it before we sell it if you have time. Our cleaner's rate to clean the house, even though it's a 2-bed, 1-bath, our cleaner's rate is $150 every time they clean it. And we were only charging like $100 a night for the house. So like if you stayed one night, it was $250 plus the Airbnb fees. So like a one night stay there would be close to $300. $150 of that goes right to the cleaner. Like $50 of it goes right to Airbnb for their fees, and we would get like $100 of that. So it was like a bad deal for the people staying there and a bad deal for us, honestly. But I'm sad because it is a cute house, and we worked really hard to make it cute. And like we wanted to, like we bought like, we used to have local coffee. I don't know if we were still doing it, but we had like gotten local coffee beans so we could be like, welcome to Joshua Tree. Here's all the local SoCal things you can enjoy, and like had it stocked with all this nice stuff. And then we'd have people that would stay and like steal the whole coffee bag or like take things home with them that were like, well, that was meant to stay in the house, but I guess it's yours now. Just like bad apples. It has a pizza oven. You can make pizza. You can go to the desert and make pizza and then sit in the hot tub. We were like, this should be so nice. We loved it. You just ended up leasing your place in the mountains yearly instead of trying to Airbnb it because it was too difficult. Yeah. Honestly, Oh, there was a message held by Automod, and I don't... Is that your first comment in this chat, Transformer? Transformer commented something, and I think it's mean. I actually don't brag about how I work out. I was just talking a little earlier about how squishy I am. So... Yeah, that's your first... Transformer comes in here, and their first message in chat is that apparently I brag about working out, and they think I'm full of crap. And that I am not in shape. I was just talking about how I'm not in shape and I'm really squishy, so I don't know where you came into this chat with that. You've clearly never seen my content before. Wild. Absolutely wild. Newire says just baiting you. Yeah, I also, this isn't a Dance Monkey Dance stream. So like coming in here and being like, do this physical thing. No. Maybe there are streamers that when you're like, do this now, they do it. But like, that's not, I don't do that, man. And Peaceful Game says bragging that you work out is positive bragging that inspires others to be healthy. I would have to actually work out to brag that I work out. Thank you, mods, for being amazing. But yeah, like, no, my watch says for the day so far today, I've had 1,849 steps. That is not a lot for 4:30 p.m. Okay, it's still flashing BIOS. It's doing lots of different things. It keeps going through different things. It has been a while since we had one of those. Arg Scott says, I think you beat my steps for the day so far. You're at 3K for 7 p.m. That's pretty good. I have 2,000 more to catch up with you. Does crawling around under my desk count as steps? Astro, you've only got 1,300. Well, I don't know about you, Astro, but at San Diego Comic-Con, I had like 17,000 steps one day. If that's the working out that I brag about, yes, I took a lot of steps at Comic-Con. Cam, you're playing your first playthrough of Pokemon Violet. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, you did over 100,000 at San Diego Comic-Con. You deserve a break. You deserve a break. Bye, Catch-22. It was great seeing you as always. Grumblecat, you're taking a trip to the woods for a few days. That'll be lovely. Walt Disney World gives me over 20,000 steps a day. Easy. Or Walt Disneyland, I should say. I haven't been to Walt Disney World since I was a teenager. When you lived in SoCal, you would do 19 to 25,000 a day at Disneyland. Yeah, that's my favorite way to get steps. Yeah, today is a talking about stuff while I do gaming PC updates kind of day. That's what it is. Frequency Punch. Did I ever put a leash on Logan? What do you think about using them on kids in crowded places? Just curious. Oh, I have real good opinions about that. Yes, we did have a backpack for Logan that it was a little monkey, and the monkey's tail was like a wrist strap that I could put on me as the adult. So in terms of like kid on a leash backpacks, I am all for them. I think it is way better to have other judgy people that don't have children look at you with their judgment eyes than it is to have your kid run off or be kidnapped in a public place. That's my take as a parent. I would much rather know exactly where my child is and know that they're safe and not care about people who've never once been parents having opinions about how I should parent. So I actually have very strong opinions on that. And I think if people, you know your kid, right? If your kid's a runner, you do what you need to do to keep that kid safe. That's it. I have no time for judgy parents and judgy non-parents. I have no time for it. Almost every parent out there is just doing the best they can. So there's no place for judgment. Kickin says I used to be judgmental about it. Then I had a kid who loves to run. See? You do what you gotta do for your child. How else is Logan supposed to play hide and seek in a mall and give you a panic attack? Dude, he would. Absolutely. But yeah, I think you do what you gotta do. And, like, get one that everybody enjoys, you know? Like, we love the monkey. The monkey would also hold fun stuff, like toys and stuff for the day. We don't have it anymore because he's old enough now to not run off on me, but... Especially parents that have more than one kid. Like, if you've got 2 or 3 kids at a time and you're one adult you gotta look out for... Astro says, my kids try to lose me all the time, and that was before they had those backpacks. Get the backpacks. I remember taking Logan to the park one day when he was still in the stroller. He was so little. Taking him to the park one day, and this super judgy woman being like, the sun is in his eyes. Can't you tell he's uncomfortable? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. What an awful parent I am for taking my child to the park. And, like, also, I was, like, postpartum. So that lady is lucky she didn't get out, boop, right in the face, because that's where I was in that moment. Yeah, it's called vitamin D, okay? It's not like I was baking him out there. I wasn't, like, sunburning his skin, okay? Yeah, but, you know, Nate and I have had our share of very judgmental people. I know, I took my kid to the park. How rude. We had a lady in the sushi restaurant who did not have children with her. She was sitting by herself at the sushi bar. She was an older woman, and she was like, and Logan was having a meltdown in the sushi restaurant. So Nate and I, trying to be nice to everybody else in the restaurant, were like, you know what? When our food's ready, just pack it to go. Nate was like, I'm going to take him out to the car now so that, like, not everybody else in this restaurant has to hear him freaking out. And I stayed inside to grab our to-go food and pay for our food. And as I'm, like, they're paying for our food, this lady at the sushi bar goes, you got to nip that in the bud now because it's only going to get worse. And I was like, all I wanted to say is, ma'am, he's 2. What would you like me to do in this restaurant right now? He's a baby. Sometimes babies freak out. I could never bring him to a restaurant ever, but we thought, let's try it. And sometimes at restaurants, he's fine. Yeah, the audacity of that woman. And I didn't even bother being like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't notice any children with you right now. I notice lots of opinions, but no children. I didn't say any of that. I just ignored her and paid for the food and took our food and went out to the car, and we went home and we had our sushi at home. But yeah, the unsolicited parenting opinions are never welcome. I have so many friends that now have real little ones. Like, we're lucky because Logan's older and he's like super cool when we take him out and stuff now. But I have friends who have younger kids still, and they will tell me horrible things that other people say to them about their parenting, or horrific things they've read online about opinions about people who parent and all this stuff. And I'm like, listen, you know your child better than anybody else. Nobody else in the whole world knows the relationship you and your child have together. You do what's best for your family, and everybody else can talk to the hand. Everybody else can get on right out of there. It's really none of their business. Don't listen to that. Don't let them make you feel bad about how you're parenting. You're doing the best you can. Their advice is a reflection of them, maybe. I don't know. Sunny, you said he's a literal child. It takes time for kids that age to get acclimated to that kind of noise. I mean, he was just having a bad day. He didn't like the high chair at the restaurant that we tried to put him in, so he was angry about that. He was like wanting to run back in the kitchen, and you can't explain to a 2-year-old why they can't go back in the kitchen with all the chefs. You don't work here. You can't go back there. And then he was really mad that we said he couldn't go back in the kitchen. Because, like, he didn't like the chair, so we were like, let's walk him around. Then he wanted to go in the kitchen. You can't go in the kitchen. Then our waitress was super nice and was like, does he want a lollipop? And I'm like, fine, we'll do a lollipop before dinner just because let's get through dinner, please. She brought him a lollipop, and he had the lollipop, and then he got mad about something and threw the lollipop on the ground, and then the lollipop shattered on the ground, and then that was it. After that, there was no turning back. All heck had broken loose. The lollipop was shattered. He was clearly having the worst day of his life. And he was like 2. Right? Like, you can't reason with that. So that's when Nate and I were like, all right, this is clearly not working. Nate, take him to the car, please. I will pay for the food and get it to go, and we'll just leave. And then that's when that lady said that. And I was just like, ma'am. Logan went full Wolverine. Yeah, he had a moment. Arg Scott said, mine just turned 13, and it sure is a change to get used to her autonomy. I'm glad she's capable, but I miss the dependency sometimes. Arg Scott, I don't know how you're doing it. Like, yes, you want them to be independent. That's what we've raised them to be. But at the same time, they're growing, and that's so hard to deal with. It's wild. You once saw a lady with a 3 or 4-year-old who was whiny and tired. And when she said, stop behaving like a child, I did not bite my tongue and told her, she is a child. Are you even her mother? You're unreal. I love that. Stick up for that baby. Yeah, sometimes kids just have big feels. Sometimes adults have big feels, honestly. If I shattered my lollipop on the ground, I'd be real sad too, okay? Except for my version of it now would be, if my laptop got destroyed, I'd be real sad about it too. All right? Yes, the laptop at TSA. That's my shattered lollipop, okay? That's real life, though. You know what's very exciting? The BIOS updates are finally done. Woo! Okay, so I think all my Windows updates are now complete. Let's double check, though. Yes! Up to date. The only thing I could there's one more update I could do that says cumulative update preview for Windows 11. Do I want to do that? Do I want to do that? That's the only other one I could still do. Although I think, did my boys leave for karate already? I think they did. So I've missed karate class at this point. Previews are scary as heck. Okay, don't do it. Everyone's saying don't do it. Not doing it. Not doing it then. All right, let's see if I can get the Epic Games Launcher to work now. It wasn't working before. Maybe it's because I already have the Epic Store on here. No, I don't. Let's try the Epic installer. And if this doesn't work, maybe I'll need to go in and like clean up all files. Validating install, copying new files, updating component registration, copying new files. Now before it stopped and it said it couldn't be completed due to an error, so let's see. Setting permissions. Yeah. The Epic Games Launcher setup wizard ended prematurely because of an error. The Epic Games Launcher setup wizard ended prematurely. Let's Google that. Let's see what everybody says about that. There is a workaround. You might be able to install it from the Microsoft Store. Let's try that workaround. Let's see if we can do that. The other thing it says to do is exactly what I was going to try next, which is uninstall every instance of it. I'm wondering if there's like some kind of OneDrive instance of it somewhere. OneDrive always messes me up, so I try to turn it off all the time. Yeah, it says something went wrong when I try to do it from the Microsoft Store as well. I could use Revo uninstaller to get rid of it. Skull Cleaver says I roll all updates for Windows 11 as soon as they're released, unless there's some old stuff running. Windows 11 is often broken, but the updates preview or otherwise are usually where the fixes are to what broke last time. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's probably some kind of OneDrive's Epic installation or files or something somewhere that it's conflicting with. Because it just says, Microsoft Store just says something went wrong. Interesting. that's just how you do it. You're not telling anyone what to do. I get it. Geeky Art, that's okay. Epic isn't installing, but that's all right. You guys don't need to sit here while I troubleshoot. Thank you for helping me install the new gaming PC today. You're all amazing. Thank you for keeping me company. I'm going to run because I still have lots of work to do to set up for my Amazon stream tomorrow. At this point, I don't think I'll be able to do a Twitch stream tomorrow, but should that change, I will let you know via Discord. Otherwise, if you are up bright and early Pacific time tomorrow, you're welcome to join me on Amazon for Best Deals of the Week. I'll be live at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. And then, yeah, I will be on mini weekend getaway, so check Instagram and all the other socials for like photo updates and stuff as I have them. And then the next stream I should be back for after that is the Gong Show on Tuesday. All right, everyone, have a lovely rest of your evening. Stay safe. Be kind to one another. Stay healthy. And I'll see you all soon. Bye, friends.